Cashew. Cashew.
Oh man, we started the pod with
That's
two
how you
sneezes?
started the pod.
Yeah, like,
Oh my god,
hey man, don't look this way.
Yeah, right.
a sneeze is worse than a swear word.
Yeah, I mean, like,
That COVID.
yeah. At this point, it's like you could be passing out COVID.
But I like when you do when you sneeze and you do like 3 in a row. It's like a triple backflip. It's like it keeps getting harder and harder and more rare. When you drop like 7 in a row, it's like, oh my god, am I gonna get to
7
10?
sneezes?
That's like a triple bypass.
You
guys.
never hit
they
7?
say your heart stops every time you sneeze.
Oh, what the heck?
You know that?
What the heck?
Fun fact.
I
I
didn't
dropped
know that.
7.
Stops or skips a beat.
I don't know.
80s fun facts.
Skipping a beat
Sounded
is
great.
stopping for a little bit.
Yeah.
You don't need to debunk me. I just want to get that off.
Oh, we'll bunk you.
Well,
But what do you think?
my bunkie.
Black Dave gave me this. I went to your hood and nobody knew. I don't know. Like,
Get it, my bunkie?
MyBunkie.com.
.com. Speaking of,
Welcome back, House Phony.
back. How many episodes has it been?
It's only been like one.
Oh,
Yeah. I asked him, can I have the time off until the funeral? And then he texted me yesterday, like, hey, you good for
So
tomorrow?
he knew the whole time.
I shouldn't have phrased
you
it
a
like
piece of ass.
I shouldn't have said you good for tomorrow. I should have said, do you want to do the show tomorrow? Because the way I phrased it was kind of like, oh, you're coming, buddy.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, yeah, I'm here. But honestly, I missed y'all. And like, what was I gonna be doing anyway? Like just sitting around being sad anyway?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what percentage of your day is devoted to just sort of ruminating right now, or are you back at it?
I literally haven't been doing nothing.
He's back in party mode.
Why you say that?
I mean, you could sit around and be sad all day and then go party at night, right?
Yeah.
We've all been in that stage.
You
of
see
our
how he
life.
looked at me? He's like, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, well, you.
Oh my God, no,
you're not
no,
going to let
no.
him gaslight you into thinking that he's not partying. You've seen some clips because the people send it to you. You're like his sponsor.
Yeah, or damn near, right?
In an
He don't
Alcoholics
wanna-
Anonymous.
He
type
don't
of
want to
way.
like let me down.
I don't want,
Because I'm like a recovering crackhead and I know his struggle. You know what I mean?
you're not a crackhead.
No, I'm just saying, like hypothetically, I'm like,
yeah.
you know what I mean?
You're
Yeah.
like that one black dude in Euphoria at you know what I'm
The one
talking
that be
about?
talking to
I haven't
Ruth.
seen Euphoria, so
she always get mad at him.
But he's like the angel that's trying to like keep her away from drugs and stuff, and he's like an ex crackhead and everything. But
His name Ali.
Ali,
Ali.
I found out he's gay. Shout out to the GTO community.
oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
Yo, I love that we know about
Shout out to
Euphoria.
Shout out to the what?
You got to watch the
Just let it roll.
The
The
episode,
GTL?
Yeah, because we see House Phone. I'm gonna call you out.
Oh my
I'm
God.
gonna call you out because
Okay.
the other day I was doing a podcast and like I had my shirt off. The other dude basically had his shirt off too. I hate that I'm airing this out, but I'm gonna give everybody a peek behind the scenes of how the cookie is made. So we're doing the pod. Got no shirt on. First time I ever did this, I think. And
That sounds weird already.
and I told him before we started. I said, "Yo, let's not say anything about me not having a shirt on, and just act like it's normal." He's like, "Oh, I bet." So we're doing the podcast, and then like half hour in, he's like, "Oh, house phone calling." Puts it on FaceTime. He's like, "Why you ain't got a shirt on?" So if you try to have some cool stuff, like AD try to get his little GTL joke off, house phone gonna run up in there like, "What you talking about?"
Yeah.
Huh?
I'm just very
You
curious.
just like missed the whole week of like.
I'm just curious. That's it.
Yeah, you've been gone, so you missed the GTL joke. No, that's like you created that on your own, right?
No, Smack created that.
Oh, okay.
Like GTL, like the jail phone?
So
No, like
we had
Gym Tan and Laundry.
Oh.
so we had
Jersey Shore
the
jokes.
episode taken down, and like for like 12 hours,
I
and
did
they
see
put
that.
it back up
I did see that. Why did it get taken down again?
because he fake called Charleston White, but it wasn't his real number, and they were like, you know, Adam gets into he gets into what mode? This bad podcasting. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
believe you let this guy come on here and have no respect for your podcast. I'm like,
You about to get the whole.
I don't really
channel
blame
strike
him
down.
because I know that he is so from the streets that there's no way he even has ever even heard the word docs. There's no way that he like has ever even thought about the YouTube terms of service. So like for sure to me it's obvious that if you dox somebody on YouTube that you could get that video removed and you get a strike or whatever, but I do not blame Smack for not knowing that.
But in fairness, Charleston White is somebody that if his number was on there, he would get you a strike. Like,
For sure.
He would get a kick out of that.
And
so I
if
understand.
somebody said his phone number, there would honestly probably be like 10,000 people that would call him within the next 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So like, you know, he'd be feeling it.
I mean, but we didn't know that was gonna happen. I'm already like, hey, but it was, you know.
I was only pissed off because you guys were acting like, oh, you're being a big mean guy. I'm like, oh, cool. Like you let somebody dox somebody on my platform.
I mean-
like, this is kind of a thing.
Let's be real though. It got taken down for 12 hours and it still performed well.
It got the ads turned off after a little bit too.
Well, I understand
This
why.
stupid ass platform. What are we doing on this platform?
But you know, GTL community, that's what he said. He tried to say the LBGTQ, and he was like, shout out to the GTL community, don't be mad at me.
They won't let us get anything cool going on this platform. It used to be crazy, bro. You could do everything on YouTube.
Really?
Well, within
Be
reason.
naked, basically.
There was a lot more. There was a lot of like big YouTubers. Like I'm thinking of this dude Leafy was here, who I mean, his whole thing was basically just like tormenting people that he decided that he thought were lame and just making videos and getting like 7 million views a day of basically just like harassing the fuck out of people who were like in some cases borderline retarded or just like crazy ass feminists, whatever, like all kinds of people. And then at a certain point, YouTube was like, boop, nope.
Just like you used to do in the handsome forums.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
More or less. That's a good throwback. I used to be in the Hanson forums, calling people gay and stuff.
You know the group
Like-
Handsome?
Yeah, I was like,
Handsome.
Handsome.
no way they.
We've
no
definitely
way
talked
they
about
had-
this one before.
No way they had forums.
He was in the forums
It was
dissing people.
It was a chat room on AOL.
yeah.
Oh, this is
Back in the day. This is 1997.
that's fucking deep. I remember those AOL CDs where you were
Oh my
testing
God.
The
out
minute ones?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
like testing out.
You want to talk about waste? Think about that.
That wasn't a waste.
No, it was.
I mean,
for
in terms
sure.
of like environmental impact, printing like billions
Oh my
of
God.
CDs that in most cases never got used.
If you steal 10 magazines, you got internet for a couple weeks.
Oh yeah, and we were doing
Yeah,
that.
that's
No,
what
we
I'm
would get the CDs.
Oh, that's how it came.
You could look up how to clear the
In a
CD and
magazine?
write onto it. I
Mhm.
think.
Mm.
So we'd be like, "Oh hell yeah, I'm gonna
Damn,
put
we're
the new
old as-
Ludacris album on this AOL
On the,
CD."
on the AOL disc.
Yo, we're old as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I had a hustle going at one point where I would go to the bank near me, TD Bank. I think it's TD Bank now. I think it used to be Commerce Bank, and they would have free pens. Every time I go in there, I'll probably take like 20 pens, and then by the end of the time living in Astoria, after like 3 years, I probably had a box with like a couple thousand pens.
And you probably would have
But what
made
were you doing?
20 bucks over them thousand.
No,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
actually,
what was-
the day before I moved out, and there was like a fucking dentist who lived below me, and I took the box of pens and like we had a window that was facing like another building, so it's just like an alley with nothing at the bottom, just a bunch of trash and stuff. And I'm taking this box of pens, which is probably like this tall and this wide, like a gigantic box of pens, and I'm pushing it up to the window so that I'm just dumping all these plastic pens out the window. And as I'm doing it, the fucking dentist comes upstairs and bangs on the door, and she's like, "What are you doing? You're dumping hundreds of pens out the window." I go, "No, I'm not. What are you talking
She's
about?"
like looking at you.
She like looks behind me. There's like a giant box of pens.
Is that like the craziest like hack you didn't have?
I mean, but how is it a hack? I just got thousands of useless
You
pens
just stole- you
wasted.
just took them.
I mean, what was I? I was thinking about doing like an art project. I wanted to dump them all over the street and light them on fire.
I mean, that's like, was that arson now?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something illegal.
Can I tell you one we used to do? Well, a guy that I know.
And this is why I'm kind of glad I have a daughter, because like at least I don't have to worry about like, I feel like this is the kind of stuff boys do. Because the reason I thought of that is because I used to have like, we used to take, 1 billion AOL CDs and just be doing all kinds of stupid shit with them.
This was the craziest one. You go to Redbox, right? And once you pay to get
I
the,
feel like I heard you tell the story.
you get the fucking thing, right? The CD comes out. You scan the CD with the barcode and you cut the paper to make it seem like it's a CD, and you put the paper back in the CD case and it scans, and then you get a free movie or game.
Like having a copy of Step Brothers to yourself is like the best. no box, no cover art.
I'm just
no-
saying. Let's just
just
say,
like-
2K just came out. They would have the new 2K on there, and you just you
Okay,
pay your
well,
little $1, $2, and you scan it and get it. You got
a
free
video
2K.
game. A video game. I
video
respect.
game. That's hella worth it.
I always thought people were lame as shit when I would show up at their house and they have a crazy DVD collection. I'd just be like,
Why?
It's just,
'Cause
I
you
don't
get-
know. Just
'cause you-
watch it once and forget about it. That's
No,
just my
but
attitude on
like-
movies.
I don't know, 8 Mile. I used to watch that shit back to back.
You want to be
Bro,
white.
If you have a if you got a girl pulling up to your crib, then you got options of like, yo, baby,
You gotta have
what
something.
you want to watch, baby.
I remember I had this girl that came over the crib and we watched Human Centipede the first time she ever came over.
Oh yeah.
And then we went and fucked. And then she asked me, like, should I get fake tits? And I didn't even know her or anything. So I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Bitch had fake tits like 2 weeks later.
So did you hit again?
Hell yeah. It was great.
You still got any of them pins?
You know, it's such a weird time. No. Dude, it's such a
1,000. You
You're
got
like
one.
sitting
People
around
who
with
lived
the
in New York
pins.
City at the same time that I'm talking about, they know what I'm talking about because I've seen a lot of other people reference those free pens. But I'm just saying, what the fuck was I saying?
That mybookie.com.
No, actually, pretty close. Shout out to my boys Fashion Nova. I got a nice Fashion Nova tee on right now. I know it's kind of covered up by this hoodie. It's a little chilly in here, but massive shout out to my people at Fashion Nova.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So where were we?
The pin burglar.
That's an awful lot of Fashion Nova.
You went there with Sharp?
Yeah.
How was
No,
it?
no. I Sharp went and we went the next day and vlog coming out on Saturday. Watch that.
Okay.
Shout out to my boy Sharp, man.
We went to Cool Kicks. We went to Dove's place and then we went somewhere else too.
These
Couple more
SBs
places.
is crazy.
Fuck with them.
Hell yeah.
How much
Appreciate
were
it.
those?
Birkenstocks,
Like
nigga.
800, 900.
Birkenstocks. There you go.
Yeah.
Birkenstocks, nigga.
Speaking of vlogs, so the other day, I was like, all right, I'm gonna take Lena on a date. I'm gonna ignore
Oh
the fact
my
that she like
God.
told me to take her on a date. But oh my God, take Lena on a date. Lena said, hey Adam, take me on a date. So I'm like, all right, where should I take her? I go to the most comprehensive gallery of food that you can have in Los Angeles, We Hungry, episode 1.
Exactly.
I said, what's the name of that one place? Yamashiro, whatever, Yoshinoya,
Ain't
Not
Yoshinoya.
Yoshinoya.
So ain't.
similar name. I hit up AD. I'm like, get me tapped in because I know that he got a connect named Chef Val.
Shout out to Chef
So
Val.
he,
Shout out to Chef Val.
I don't
I
tap
still
in.
haven't been.
I don't
Don't
RSVP directly
Boy.
with the restaurant, and this is a very nice restaurant too. It's very expensive, and I don't RSVP directly. AD's kind of like my liaison.
Your middleman.
He's telling me like, yeah, pull up there at 8, whatever. So me and Lena get there. She makes me take a wrong turn. All of a sudden, I'm in the Magic Castle fucking VIP valet section, explaining that I'm not supposed to be here. It's kind of awkward. Then all of a sudden, we're in there. We're sitting down, waiting for our food to come out. And Chef Val told us, she said, I have a very special chef in town who will, is going to be cooking for you tonight. And like, we didn't say anything, but like Lena was thinking, she said afterwards that she was thinking, well, you're Chef Val, aren't you the chef?
Yeah, aren't you?
Like, whatever though. I thought that too, but I just thought, oh, I mean, like, I guess they probably have like different
Maybe
chefs sometimes.
they
Maybe
collab on like
cook some special dishes. I don't know. So we're sitting there for like another 5 minutes. All of a sudden, I just see a bright light camera in my face, and I look up. And for like, if you could have read my mind in the like second or two that you could see in AD's vlog, like what was going through my head was, holy shit, that guy looks like AD. Wait a minute, it is AD. He went incognito. He went backstage with the crew. It was like $1 Million Boss, and or no, what is it? Undercover Boss.
undercover boss.
AD
Yeah.
sneaks up in there, and then I got to watch a vlog afterwards of AD cooking our food. It was really
You actually cooked the food.
well.
Ah,
He was standing.
it was
near
already
it.
like pre-cooked. I just helped like a little bit of the steak and cut.
You
That
helped
was it.
like garnish it.
I made that a mame.
Okay.
Not hard.
I only ate one of them. When I was looking at the sushi, I'm like, I don't think that there was any involvement from AD in this.
Nah. Did they bring the boat out?
No, the boat would have been way too much.
Yeah.
Isn't it like $1,000?
No. It was a space. You would have bought the boat out.
I mean, but isn't the boat for like 10 people or some shit? It's
Yeah,
like a ton of sushi,
It's
right?
crazy. It's crazy.
It was a lot of food.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That was the funniest thing that I've seen in a while.
It was just such a surprise that AD would take his Friday to do something so devious.
You're my friend. I gotta do cool shit. You gotta
That
make
was
memories,
fucking
man.
hilarious. Yeah.
Like, but you know, the whole time I was sitting there like, damn, I hope Linda ain't mad at me. You feel me?
why would she be mad?
Well, because you got to think about it. They got a kid. So, like, the chances of them to go out and have a date to themselves.
Oh, look at AD.
And then you Adam around us 24/7. It's like, all right, if you're going to go out with Lena one-on-one, like, that's y'all time. And I didn't want to invade that. So I was like, should I do it?
Nah,
And I was like, I got to do it.
No, but you definitely
feel you.
you mentioning that was good because that did kind of go through my head. Like, oh shit, is he gonna film me and just be standing here the whole time? Because that probably would not be so great.
I just felt like I was like, I fuck up the date, but it ended up working out.
No,
Yeah,
it was
but did
good,
you? Okay, so then
He brought out like one more dish after that. I
you
think.
pull up, you brought the dish out, and then you left, right?
No.
He came back and hung out a little bit more.
Yeah, Leonard was like, do you want to pull up a seat? I was like, no, this is your date.
You know, there's a funny part about that too is that the dude sitting next to me right before you came up was
looks
like,
angry.
he's like, oh, you're Adam from No Jumper, right? Yeah, I fuck with the podcast. It was cool. And then like he's just sitting there with his girl on a date, and then AD's coming out, hey, what? And I'm just like, this must be so weird from this dude's perspective to have this unfolding right in front of his eyes.
No, I ended up going to the other side of the restaurant and then eating.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I didn't want them to see me, but I left my chef shit on. So I'm sitting there telling the employees there, I'm like, yeah, I'm the new chef here. They're like, okay.
It's
They
so
was
good,
running with
they
the shit.
believed you.
but it's
huh?
so good
believe
that he employed Eliante to be the fucking filmer.
A latte.
Yeah,
Hey, man,
Why do you always say his name wrong?
add a little drip. To
my
it.
little brother over there laughing too.
Yeah. I threw a little swag on his name. Shout out to AD's other brother who was
yeah. Shout out.
in the building.
He's
I don't know.
fresh home, man.
We supposed to be low key about?
No, he's good.
Okay.
Shout out to Fit, man. He's back home. Watch that vlog too, man. I'm vlogging, man.
You
I'm a
made me
vlogger.
think that he wasn't allowed to be around you.
No, I didn't want to bring him on the community because it has like the CUH in there, and I
Facts.
don't want his probation to get. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why you wore
That's
your
smart.
Hoover fit today?
No, this is awful lot of cough syrup. Shout out to Desto Dub.
Okay. Fair enough.
Who's for? That's your phone, AD.
Who was that?
He didn't even look.
I need to know.
Nah,
It was something like a G and then an R. I
Gina.
wish I didn't have the
Gina.
sunglasses on yet.
Gina.
just called him.
Gina reviews.
Oh, that's a great idea. Maybe she could review movies on the No Jumper channel.
don't remind me.
She'd probably be laughing, doing the cackle. Sometimes I read, there's like one guy who always comments just about like, tell Gina to stop laughing in the background.
Everybody be mad at Gina's laugh. I feel like your laugh brings me joy.
Gina been
I added it to my stream deck.
Gina been doing some wild shit though. She been coming in with like mad different hair shit going on. She came in with some fly rollers the other
I fuck
day.
with the rollers.
All
Yeah,
of a
the
sudden the
rollers
rollers
in?
were off, and then the rollers are back in.
The high rollers.
Oh, would you have Gina model for you?
1000%.
With rollers, that's fire.
That
Yes.
was fire
We need to do like some like
on rolling.
we need to do like some 90s like South Central swag type shit. That'd be
No,
hard.
we're gonna break her out of that box.
Like Gina and Yvette.
Flacco's always trying to
Jody
accuse her
and
of being a
Yvette. You got
gangbanger
a
and
baby
shit.
boy. She's
That's
Yvette.
what I'm saying.
You need a bald. You could have my little brother be, look, he could be Jody. He bald.
Can we talk about the fact that Gina witnessed a killing this week?
What do you mean?
She was there when the Sauce Walker shit went down.
Don't say it like that.
Well, I mean,
There's been
okay,
so many.
is that too much? Did you not say that Monday?
It was the way you said it.
It was at like a BET event.
It was
wasn't
a tragedy.
Okay,
It wasn't.
I'm acknowledging that. Yeah.
I just drove by where bro lived at. It was a bunch of
Crazy.
candles and all that stuff in front of his building.
Crazy.
I passed by that building all like damn near every fucking day.
That was wild.
I couldn't imagine that happening.
And I
Broad
can't imagine
daylight.
that Kid Boo was there as well. And
Kid
that-
Boo always seems to
it just pop up.
yeah, like finesse his
It was
way.
a
into
it was a
something like
BT event.
Right. Kid Boo goes to
But it
BET
wasn't a-
events. I didn't
that. It
know
wasn't
that.
a BET event on Spring Street,
It was near it, right?
It was near it.
Yeah.
was it?
Downtown was at one of those theaters or something?
What?
It
Was
a
that,
Cypher.
Belasco?
Oh, it was the Cypher. Oh, so Kid Boo raps.
Oh.
Kid
Kid
Boo
Boo was
says
not
he was there.
involved.
He was on Clubhouse arguing.
He lives in
Kid
one of
Boo
those
lives
buildings.
down
Oh.
the street.
Well, thanks for telling everyone.
Yeah, right.
That's really my problem.
Yeah, right.
A girl told me that he was going to try to put a hacking device or a tracking device on my car one time.
Kid Boo.
Yeah. Back in
Wow.
the day when we had
I know.
beef.
It's okay.
Well, I mean, do we still have beef? I don't know. Is he still alive? I don't know. It was the
Yeah,
first time I heard of
who
him
knows,
in years.
right?
I don't know.
Who knows?
He's probably just living in Skid Row.
Damn. Well, now if you didn't have beef, you do now.
He'll be fire. He probably got a tent.
He's like your age. That's the crazy part.
I know.
So you just
shameful.
like you just like beef with everybody used to cover.
I don't know that I ever like covered him. I actually
right.
refused to
Yeah.
interview him, and that was why
He wasn't part of the SoundCloud era.
I mean, I guess
Hell no.
he was trying to be a part of it.
He
I
was
interviewed his
trying
ex-girlfriend.
so hard.
I interviewed his ex-girlfriend.
Black China?
Then she made me take it down.
Who's
she
his-
asked me to take it down.
Who was his ex-girlfriend?
Some girl. I
Wasn't it
forget
Black
her name.
China?
No.
He was hanging out. I think he was one of those dudes who paid her to hang out.
Jesus Christ.
You don't know that she's available
Yeah.
for that? She
Yeah.
got a clout package.
Yeah, she had a
What?
whole.
You
You
don't
didn't know that?
No.
Bro, she had like it's a whole like
niggas is paying to hang out Black China.
it's like date me.
I mean, I don't know what you think of Black China, but do you really think she would be kicking it with him for free? I mean,
Stranger things have happened.
it always seemed
Yeah.
suspect to me.
I mean, I feel like people used to be thinking like, oh, like what, like why is she hanging out with Almighty J?
Yeah.
But
I mean, do you think that I don't think he was
people
invested
used
in
to
that.
think that at first, but then
Looking at it now and having talked to him about it and everything, I don't really think that he's
Yeah.
investing in that.
I think he was just a young nigga with some
it's
game.
hot out there. Hey, Black
Just-
China, kick it with me. I mean,
Just got up in her ear one time.
That was a W for him, little young
On
nigga.
God,
Yeah, yeah,
on
yeah.
God, that was a
What?
oh,
W.
there's a No Jumper vlog that never came out that was them hanging out at the store.
That is weird.
Throwback footage. That's crazy.
Oh, that was that long ago.
We had there's like one vlog for one reason never came out, and for some reason we never did anything with that footage, and it had Black China and Almighty J hanging out of the store.
I feel like that wasn't even in the same era of the Melrose store.
Yeah, right. No, YB and Amir came out,
Jesus.
popped off. We played his song on stream, and then the next day it's fucking
Wow,
like on World Star.
Yeah.
This is huge. I'm like, damn,
went
why didn't I
crazy.
think of that? I should have asked him to put on a jumper.
it went so crazy.
Was it
Huge.
the first
Rubbing
one?
off the
Rubbing off the
paint.
paint?
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, so we had a pretty crazy conversation that night in the fucking group chat where I was just like, sent the video of Sauce Walker and said, is it just me, or is Sauce Walker basically saying that he killed somebody?
That's what it sounded like.
Now, once you thought about it a little bit,
That's
you're like,
what-
well, I don't think that he would really come out and make this video if he himself was the shooter. And if you kind of read between the lines, you're like, oh, all right, he's saying that somebody lost their life. He didn't say that he took somebody's life.
Yeah.
So, like,
But that's kind of what he was insinuating. Let's
you
be
just dump
honest.
water all over your phone.
No, I was trying to. I was trying to get. I was trying to get something off of my hoodie. But go ahead.
You just doused your
No.
phone. Put it in rice.
I think that he thought that the person who lost their life was the shooter,
Right.
and then he just took like claim like, oh, somebody tried to rob me, and you feel me?
But I heard Sauce arguing about it on the phone with the guy's sister. And they,
Shout out to Trap Money, that's my dog.
okay, yeah. And they seem like they kind of reconciled. Like she wasn't angry at him by the time they were done with the clubhouse call or whatever. But the story that Sauce was putting forth was basically that somebody came up to him, tried him for his jewelry. He ain't going, in his own words, and one way or another put up a fight, but it doesn't sound like shots were fired or anything like that. And so then the guy who tried to take Sauce's shit, apparently in some sort of robbing frenzy, just pulls up on another guy who owned a shop in the area, or who lived right
lived in the
there,
area,
who
yeah.
I don't know, I guess he maybe had a chain on or something.
He probably had a bunch of jewelry. on.
I'm hearing all type of different stuff.
Right, but I guess then that guy, there was another robbery attempt, and that guy got killed in the robbery attempt.
Mhm.
Apparently, he
shot
didn't
him in the head.
didn't have it in him to shoot Sauce Walker, but he shot this guy. And then the story comes out, and this dude who's laying there on the ground dead, the story that's basically being put out by every media publication is like,
Yep.
this guy tried to rob Sauce Walker. So you can imagine as a
Yeah.
family member how that must feel, especially the way that they described him. He's not some gangster dude. He's not robbing people.
He
etc.
owned a woman's boutique.
Right.
R.P. to Trey, man. That shit's sad.
Yeah,
Super
rest in
sad,
peace.
man.
But
But-
you doing?
No, my big homies and
Yeah.
all my he hung out with all my homeboys. Like, shout out to JC. Like, he called me immediately. He was like, what the vlog is putting is not, he wasn't like this, and it wasn't.
But do you think that Sauce Walker was basically clout chasing? Because that's the
Kinda
claim
was,
that a lot
bro.
of people put out is like, was he trying to make it sound as if he was directly responsible, or as if the attempt on his jewelry was the direct reason that a person died? Because the initial video that he put out didn't, it was very misleading.
It was very
See,
vague.
it's two ways to look at it. If he just put the video out because somebody died, and he cloud chasing. But if he thought that the person who attempted to rob him lost his life, and he's sitting there saying that it's because of this situation, well, it's still cloud chasing. Yeah, but either way,
Yeah. I mean, like, if you could slide it in there, insinuate that you caught a body.
Yeah, we
And
all
get
know
away
that,
with it.
that rappers see the value in it. That's the same way that people will diss their dead ops and kind of sort of make it sound like they were involved in it after the fact in their lyrics or whatever. We see people do that all the time. And it's like, they're just trying to like kind of grab onto that viral news story so that people will gossip about it and act like they were responsible for it or whatever. But the thing about all that is just that if Sauce Walker didn't put that video out, his name would have never been
At
attached
all.
Yeah.
to
At
any
all.
of this. it would have probably not even been some crazy big news. I mean, it would have been in the news and stuff just because there was a lot. It's downtown. There's a lot of people around. They're all filming a dead guy on the street, which is another whole conversation about why everybody feels so comfortable putting this on their Instagram stories.
I have no idea.
But I don't know. I mean, yeah, it definitely was weird because I look at Sauce as a solid dude, and I don't think of him as a person that would be a clout chaser the way that so many people were accusing him of being. And by the time I heard him get off the phone with dude's sister, you know, I ultimately felt like, you know, if she's accepting his apology, then it can't be that serious. But it was definitely kind of weird to see him involve himself.
Like once he made the apology video, it made sense. Like, you know what I'm saying, to a degree. Because at first it's like, wait a minute, like, if you didn't have nothing to do with it, that's why I say that. And, you know what I'm saying? But at least he put respect on his name. He cleared it up. You know what I mean? Like, shit crazy, man.
Super sad. And then obviously yesterday, the violence just keeps compiling on top of itself. P&B Rock is at a Roscoe's. It's actually weirdly the same Roscoe's that we did a vlog in like 9 months ago or some shit with me and Foolie.
The same one.
I think if you just search like No Jumper Foolie vlog, it'll probably come right up. But we were just checking out his sort of local neighborhood and everything like that, right? And that was the Roscoe's that we went to. And they kept telling us like, this ain't like a regular Roscoe's. I know they got Roscoe's in Long Beach and Hollywood and like nice areas and shit. But this Roscoe's is pretty much like right by some projects and shit.
It's literally the worst, one of the worst restaurants in Los Angeles that you could go eat at.
Damn.
Like literally, like we're from LA.
Niggas know not to go.
We know niggas that's in that area. We still don't go eat over there.
When I went,
you know what I mean?
I've
eaten there once or twice, but I don't feel, you don't sit there and eat like, oh yeah, I feel like I'm comfortable. Like,
I mean, there were a lot of like families and shit when I was in there. You know, it's like old people sitting there, you know, random ass Mexican people
that
chilling,
shit is
whatever.
Right in the fucking main street.
Listen, that Roscoe's wouldn't be open if there wasn't a constant supply of people that wanted to go there, you know?
Sure.
But it's mostly people who fucking live there. And it's like
from the area.
Almost 0% of
people
them
that live
famous.
on that side.
I'll put it in perspective. When we were there, I wish I remember his name right now, but we start talking to like a guard who's in the parking lot, and he basically tells me he's from blank gang and he just did 30 years in prison for a murder or some shit.
30 years?
And this dude has only been out for like a year or some shit, and his day-to-day job is basically like standing in this parking lot protecting the fucking corner store and the Roscoe's, whatever. Like, that's how probable some crazy shit happening is that they got that kind of security who really has like a street resume that is going to make people not want to test something in that plaza.
Shit been happening in that plaza for years.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like, for everybody that's not from Los Angeles, that's the east side. That's like, when you ask anybody, like, where do you not go to do anything?
Right.
It's just
stay away from the east side unless you with somebody from the east side.
You know why he's over there?
It gets real easty.
Why?
Well, I heard that it's because the fucking Jokes Up, Runts, whatever, like the Young LB shit, like they were working on a strain, and that's like not that far from there.
Yeah, but that's not the plaza.
Yeah, it's still
right. But I think that, you know, they finished doing their weed shit, whatever, like have their little business meeting, and then they're like, oh, let's get some food. What's around here?
And I can see somebody like, oh, Roscoe's is cool, and thinking like, you know, like it's cool to go to. And
right, because
like,
Roscoe's is such a known thing in LA, and most of them are not in treacherous ass areas. So people kind of think Roscoe's, oh, it better be cool. I'm gonna be real with you. If I was in that area riding bikes or hanging out doing some kind of business meeting, whatever, near there, I wouldn't think it was that out of the ordinary to go there. But that's me not really knowing where I'm at.
It look grimy.
That's not me knowing where I'm at.
Yeah,
I know what it's like because I'm sitting there having Foolie telling me like, oh, this and this happened around here. This is this area. So and so. These people can't come here.
That shit is grimy.
If you could compare that one to the other ones, that it looks great.
It's night and day. Yeah. And even like the one in Inglewood, like
the one in Inglewood is safer than
it's
that.
better, but shit happens over there too. But you know, I was telling
go to the one in Hollywood.
Yeah, go to one in Hollywood. Even then, that one is you still gotta watch yourself.
Yeah, but still.
But I was telling Flacco the other day, and I told Flacco, I'm like, hey, equivalent to this is like basically saying go eat across the street from O Block. And you know what I'm saying? And just have your shit on and just eat there. It's like, no, that's how, you know, how crazy that area is.
Right. It's definitely the equivalent probably.
And like, okay, like, cause his story was still up. So I like went back and watched his story, and I was like, bro, this nigga he didn't just have like the regular, like everyday chains on. He had like the extra'd out chains on.
Is that true?
bro.
I don't
See,
know.
I was
Huge.
wondering that because everybody
Huge.
assumes he had hella jewelry on, but I was thinking in my head,
I looked at his story,
right?
I heard he pulled up
Huge.
in a Maybach too.
and he was
Oh,
in a
boy.
Maybach
So if you pull
on
like,
the east side.
you got to think about it. You pull up to one of the grimiest hoods in Los Angeles, areas in Los Angeles, in a Maybach, and you got your chains on, and people watch. You've been there.
Yeah.
You see niggas watch that shit all day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't take but a couple of minutes for somebody to be like, hey, he over here slipping. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? That's the reality of the situation.
But let's be real. Like, based on what we know now, this is some extra ass shit because
Super.
most of what we're hearing about these robberies of celebrities and everything like that is people basically like scouting out strip clubs and clubs and
Yep.
restaurants or whatever. They see somebody with some nice shit on and then they follow them back to their crib, because if you try to rob somebody on some random cul-de-sac in the valley, you might really be able to get out of there afterwards because it's such a low profile area without that many people around. Now, granted, they have cameras. That's something you got to think about and everything. But
Yeah.
this is different. This dude walks up in broad fucking daylight and shoots
inside
this
of the
guy.
restaurant.
And I mean, I have a source it's obviously not 100%, but I heard that they didn't even like really make a full effort to strip him of his jewelry. I heard they just
Wow.
pulled up and shot him, and then tried
I
to pull
don't-
the chains off his neck. And I heard they only got one of them.
I don't think that, you know what I'm saying? And this is one thing that
Damn.
I don't like. Niggas is making it seem like LA niggas is targeting out of town people. That is not true.
Yeah.
Nigga,
They're targeting jewelry and period.
nigga, let me tell you
They
something.
targeting LA niggas.
LA
Yeah,
niggas
yeah.
is targeting everybody. LA niggas like nigga, I'm a nigga that's loved and respected out here. If I'm slipping, a LA nigga, it could be somebody where I come from that'll try to do
God.
some shit to you. Like, that's where we come from. We used to homies doing grimy shit. You know what I'm saying? So if niggas is beefing with each other and getting into it with each other, what do you think they're gonna do to somebody that they don't know?
Man.
And niggas is out here hungry. And LA, I tell niggas all the time, LA is not the place to come to right now. It's crazy. Like, niggas is getting air tags. They putting air tags
On
under
niggas'
people's cars. They doing all
That's the
type
other
of
way
shit.
that I would have thought it would be way more likely that somebody would do the AirTag shit or that they would follow him
Yeah.
back to wherever he's
Hell
at.
no, they walked up and put the blower
That
to this
shit.
nigga in the restaurant.
Right.
And you want to know the crazy thing about it is, every time I seen PNB, he was always running with the right people out here.
Yeah,
And he
facts.
was never slipping. You feel me?
Because he even told the story on that academics clip
On
that he
acad-
just put out. Because you remember how he had the video with Greedo back in the day?
Yep.
So he tells the story about how some Grape Street dudes basically like pulled up on him, acting cool, but at the same time, like he caught the vibe that they were basically like
Gonna
trying
talk
to
out
press him.
loud. Mhm.
You know, like see where he's at, see like what's going on,
Check the
etc.
temperature.
And then he basically just like overpowered the situation. Not necessarily overpowered, but he basically caught what they were doing, leveled with them, and was basically like, I'll pull up, and like pulled up to Jordan Downs. And like he ended up doing that video with Greedo and shit, which is kind of like I remember having that conversation with
Such a
people
good
at the
song,
time.
too.
Like,
Fire.
why the fuck is PNP Rock like, you know, in Jordan Downs? Why is he doing this shit with Greedo? Like, this is very interesting
But
and
he-
like out of the ordinary,
He
you know?
fucked with niggas out here.
Yeah.
Like, he did. Niggas fucked with him too. And you know, the crazy thing about it is too, is like, if, prime example, if I'm a fucking artist, right? I'm making money, I'm famous, let's say I go move to Philly, you know what I'm saying, where he's from. If I go out there, I'm not, you know what I'm saying, taking the right precautions. I'm not moving with security. I'm out here going to the clubs. I'm out here making money. You feel me? And the time frame right now, it's only a matter of time before a nigga from Philly try to rob me. They're like, nigga, he ain't even from here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the crazy thing, how they trying to make it seem like LA is targeting these. No, it's not that. It's just that, nigga, everybody get money and they want to move out here. You know what I mean? And I hate it. I hate that niggas come from hoods from other places. They moved to Los Angeles to try to get away from the hood and the problems they got in the hood, only to lose their life to come out here. You know what I'm saying? When they came out here to better their fucking situation. That shit is terrible. I hate that shit,
shit's
man.
sad, bro.
Let me ask you something, because any sane person, any logically thinking person would have said, PNB, leave your jewelry in the center console in your car. You know,
Man.
like leave that shit in your backpack, leave that shit at the crib, whatever. As a rapper, if he's taking flicks in the Roscoe's without his chains on, or if he's, you know, spotted by people, they filming him, is that like a thing? Like would we have seen, are we the same culture that would have been laughing at PNB Rock if there was a video of him eating at the Roscoe's in the hood and the caption was, oh, look at P&B Rock's too scared to wear his jewelry in the hood, because that's very plausible to me. I wouldn't put that past a lot of blog sites out there.
Everybody from LA said the same thing. What made him go to that restaurant? Because
that's all we were talking about.
we don't, bro. Niggas don't go there. Even when you went there, what did I tell you? I said you went to the Roscoe's over there. I'm
Yeah.
like, nigga, are you tripping?
I've never eaten there in my entire life. I'm eating at every other
You're-
Roscoe.
This-
I mean, the reality is I wouldn't have been there if I didn't have security and I was with a bunch of locals.
Oh.
Yeah.
But even even going there too, I can see, like, when I tell you, when P&B used to be out here, he was moving like he moved it correctly. He probably felt like, you know what I'm saying, shit was cool. He knew niggas probably in the area and stuff like that. And bro, just to
I don't know, bro.
bro, this shit crazy. But like, I could see somebody like, it's Roscoe's, bro. Roscoe's, you don't really hear about shit happening in that type of chain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he probably had that shit a lot of times. It's like, oh, it's a Roscoe's over here near, and not thinking too much of it. And then, man, like, and who know? And the fact that niggas is trying to put that shit on his baby mama, that shit is crazy.
Yeah, but at the same time, I was thinking that there was one of the police chief or whatever put out a fucking statement basically saying that it may have been related to his girlfriend, putting the address out there, which to me, like, I don't feel like the cops tend to speculate on that sort of thing unless they have a serious hunch.
Okay.
Although it's not like they've caught the dude who did it, so how the fuck would they know how that happened?
Listen.
I mean, they maybe are just trying to make the point to the greater public, like, don't publicize your location when
Yeah.
you're wearing a bunch of jewelry in a bad area. But
And that could possibly be one of the reasons. But I'm saying, like, let's keep it real. Nigga, nobody knows who his baby mama is. So to think that hood,
but I think she
hood
has like
niggas from
500K on Instagram or something. Although,
what?
I didn't know that.
Well, I don't know about that, but she has like a significant amount of followers. But
she got a
I
significant
definitely
amount
don't
of-
think that.
But to
there's-
think that hood niggas from
Yeah.
LA is
thinking about
watching
that,
her fucking story
Hell
and
no.
doing
Y'all-
that fast,
Y'all tripping.
and
Y'all
doing
tripping.
that, nah.
Y'all know that hood niggas be looking
They
looking
do,
at
they do,
bitches.
they do.
But
And
is
if
it-
she got that many followers, my nigga.
is it possible? Yes. Is it likely? I wouldn't say it's more
Did
likely.
she put
than not.
Did she put him in her story, or did she only put the chicken?
I
And
think she
waffles?
just showed the waffles and shit. Yeah.
But bro, niggas is not stupid. Niggas put two
Niggas
and two
ain't
together.
stupid.
She geotagged.
She geotagged it,
Yeah,
though.
she put the little
Because
bar
look-
with the Roscoe's thing.
Because
yeah.
you could because you could have just posted the chicken and waffles and nobody
And not
would
have
have
it.
nobody would have known which Roscoe's you was at.
geotag it
but
You
thi-
geotag which
Alright.
one you're at.
at the
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the
That's
worst area.
crazy
in the
as fuck.
fucking-
But this is the thing: is that P&B Rock's homie. This is some poetic Flacco shit that I'm putting this
Oh,
out there.
God.
But like, allegedly, I think I seen Flacco made a video about it. That allegedly one of his friends on his close friends on Instagram. So we are not supposed to be able to see this, but apparently somebody leaked it. He said that basically P&B Rock had dealt with this a bunch of times with his girl. This had been a consistent issue.
Where he told her
and
like,
she just got her Instagram back. And when I say that, it sounds kind of weird. Apparently, he had taken her Instagram away from her for like
What?
6 months. And I'm not 100% sure why. I don't know if he thought
put her on
that
punishment.
Maybe he caught her talking to somebody, or maybe there was something inappropriate from his perspective. I mean, it does sound pretty fucking crazy to me. I could never imagine taking my girl's Instagram privileges away. But he had just given it back to her. And her caption said, like, my baby daddy, yada, yada, just, did this, and this, and gave me my account back. He'd be tripping on me, yada, yada. I mean, that alone, like, is some weird shit. Did you see that Nicki Minaj and Cardi B had opposite takes on this?
yeah.
yeah, I seen it.
Let's read these out. Let's say who is the nicer person in this exchange, or who's closer to reality? Nicki, I think, posted first. No, maybe. I think Cardi posted first. She wrote, "I highly doubt N-Words was looking at PNB's baby mom Instagram. He was in a bad location and people stay outside plotting. It's very irresponsible and inconsiderate to blame her for something so tragic. We should be sending nothing but love to her and his family at this time." Nicki, at around the same time, about an hour apart, I believe, said, "After Pop Smoke, there's no way we as rappers or our loved ones are still posting locations to our whereabouts. To show waffles and some fried chicken, he was such a pleasure to work with. Condolences to his mom and family. This makes me feel so sick. Jesus. Hashtag SIP, hashtag PNB Rock."
Wait, did you see?
They both right.
I saw this posted under the context of like a good person versus a bad person.
No, they both right at what they said.
No, did you
Right.
see? And then did you see this one random girl just reply? Girl, you married to a sex offender. We all got your location.
Yeah.
The internet.
Why is Twitter like? Twitter is a game where the
That was a
person who
crazy
says
one.
the meanest thing wins.
That was a crazy one.
I mean,
though.
and you see it over and over because
she wasn't even saying
who
nothing
was
back.
the most viral person after the Queen died? It was the one fucking
Oh my
chick, the
God.
The
lady
memes?
who said no. There was one woman who said basically like that she was an architect of white supremacy and may she burn in hell, yada yada. Twitter removed the tweet because it was so mean. And
Bro.
people were so upset, and she was getting so
People
viciously
were
quote
ripping
tweeted.
her. I was like, damn,
Did
what
you
did
cry
she
when the
do?
queen died?
I don't know shit about the Queen. That ain't my queen.
And
I would cry when Joe Biden died before I cry over the Queen, and I ain't crying about Joe Biden either. So
You ain't sliding for Biden?
I ain't slide for Biden.
Bro,
I'll slide to the voting booth.
yeah,
Nah,
no.
that
perhaps.
you know that shit, man. That's unfortunate, man. R.I.P. to PNB Rock, man. He was talented.
It's so
talented
in the airport,
as
mad
fuck,
times. Like
man.
he's like one person that for some reason it was just so random to me. I've seen him like 2-3 times in the airport over the course of the past couple of years, and he was always with his girl, and he was always cool as shit. Because I known him since like a long ass time ago. I interviewed him like 6 years ago, and we always stay in touch a little bit. We talked about doing the interview a couple times. I don't know. Here's a question. I've
Mhm.
seen some people saying that he's getting a lot of fake love right now because
Of course.
let's be real. His music wasn't at the hottest state that's ever been in. He got off the label, so he's basically, independent and everything. So he doesn't have the machine behind him. And now you got everybody who realistically,
He was number one.
but a lot of people who maybe wouldn't have hit him back if he asked for a feature, who are now heartbroken. Which I mean,
Or, yeah,
I don't hold that against people so much. It's not like you got to do what's right for
Nah,
your
fuck
career at
that.
any given time.
Fuck that fake love shit. Hold
Yeah,
it
that's fake
against
love.
them.
That nigga music was hard. I fucked all
He was
that
so
shit.
fucking good.
That song with
Super
Kodak, I
hard.
still cry, bust a tear to that once in a while.
No,
Nigga noticed me, understood. Like that shit is.
No, you know what's crazy too?
Girl, I told
YFN,
you what
him
it
and
was, I
YFN
let you
Lucci,
know.
every day we lit. YFN
Every day
Lucci
we lit.
facing the
Been
fucking
over here 'cause
Rico.
I've been here before.
Listen,
I'm too busy
Wait, hold
living
on.
life and fucking
Him and
hoes.
X
Yeah.
being
Oh.
mad cool.
the pictures of
And
them
then-
together, they got
and
the
they-
exact
They,
same way.
they literally
Exact
went out
same
the
way.
exact same way.
YFN Lucci facing the Rico. Every day we lit. A song full of
Yeah.
joy, a song that you could put on at any party and the vibe would be
Amazing
up.
song.
And then you would just think in the back of your head, what happened to both of these gentlemen? And all of a sudden becomes kind of a sad song. Huh?
Man, get security anywhere you are. If you making money, this shit is.
If you got enough,
it's
did
not
you-
worth it,
bro. If you seen the sheer volume,
Is that big?
bro, this nigga had 2 big ass chains on
Ugh.
and a watch, and he was in a Maybach.
I just want to know, like, what made
On
him
the east
go
side.
there. Like, that shit is strange, bro.
That story about being, like just being done with the jokes.
but you
joke
sitting
stuff.
down.
You-
You're not just picking up.
You got a
food to
business
go.
meeting. You're a rapper. You're gonna do a strain
Yeah.
together. You want to have you want to put on your best presentation, right?
Yeah.
You want to have your jewelry on.
and you go get some food.
Yeah,
afterwards.
but you're gonna ask somebody, hey, I'm about to go Roscoe's right there. They'll tell you,
Hell
don't go
no.
to that one.
Don't go to that one.
He's
You know
not
what I'm saying?
he's not realizing how far south he is. Probably,
Fuck, man. But that's a mistake that did cost his life.
I know. And think about I know that the East Coast West Coast beef is not a thing, but when you think about it from the East Coast perspective, if you're just some guy on the East Coast, isn't there a pretty good chance that you're thinking man,
It's
fuck
all
LA, all
for sure.
all our best artists just go there and
For
get
sure.
murdered over their
But-
chains?
But that goes back to what I said. People come and move out here, and then it's like you on point everywhere where you come from. You feel me? I'm pretty sure when niggas go to New York, they on deck. They know how to move, and it seems like when people come out here, they see the palm trees. They go to the clubs. They see all the bitches and shit. They do all that, and they think that is cool, and it's not.
But-
it's just as treacherous as anywhere else, and you have to move accordingly.
And if you're a person who cares about LA's image in society or whatever, you got to be a little bummed about this, and not the Sauce Walker thing too, because it's if
All in the same. Yeah.
And he's lucky that he was able to get in a scuffle and get away from that, because Sauce Walker could have lost his life
him
too.
and PNB back to back.
Bro,
Literally.
real shit.
But I know Sauce Walker probably was at least 5 deep. At least.
He definitely wasn't.
But the
dolo.
fact that he got away, that's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because
No,
that's
1000%.
crazy.
But Sauce Walker is not just pulling up with just his girl.
he was with Peso,
Ooh-wee.
at the very least. I don't know. He probably had more people with him too. Ooh-wee.
No, he for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But man, I don't know. This
Oh,
shit is just sad
LA's
as fuck.
reputation is
Yeah, I
Because
know.
there's
See,
a lot of
Boosie-
people. There's a lot of people who they like to have the attitude of, oh yeah, man, you know, LA lit. It's crazy out here. Like it's almost like a good
That's
thing
not-
that there's so
that's-
much bad
That's
shit that
not
happens out here.
nothing to
Not
be
good
bragging
at
about.
all.
But as you get older, you start to look at that shit and you're like, damn, man, I don't want to have to like tell somebody, because people really be like tripping more than they need to. And I could be hitting up somebody for an interview and they'll be like, no, I don't want to go to LA. Even though it's like, well, bro, you don't have to go to fucking South Central to do an interview with me.
right.
And let me break it down for you right like this, right? So back in the day, you know, when Biggie died, West Coast was damn near blackballed for 10 plus years. You didn't hear about West Coast artists getting signed. They didn't want to fuck with it. They took all their award shows. They went other places when it come down to hip hop. It wasn't until really Gorilla Black came out and Game came out that they start fucking with West Coast people
That's
again.
interesting,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? So it's like right now, why would companies, you know what I'm saying, do award shows in LA right now when it's stupid shit like this
Oh,
going
man.
on? Why would they put their artists
lick season.
come out here to the motherfucking studio? Why would they book them at these clubs? And the result of that, guess what they gonna do? A lot of A&Rs, a lot of people gonna think we shouldn't sign no West Coast artists. You feel me? We should not come over there and travel. So guess what's gonna happen? The money is gonna slow up over here. The artists ain't gonna be able to reach their full potential over the actions of dumb niggas. You know what I'm saying? And nigga, this
It's
shit
just
is
broke.
it's gonna push us back. Nigga, we already was pushed back. You know what I'm saying?
I would like to invite everybody at home, whether you have money or not, join me in my no jewelry movement, because I feel like that's the critical part in all this, is that if you have
But if
something
you
to
want-
take, people might
fuck
just
that,
take
though.
it,
or
bro.
keep
If you
that
wanna
shit
work-
on you, or have security. If you
or
doing that.
protect yourself. But
If
I mean,
you
most
work
people
hard-
can't roll around with security.
If you work hard and you can afford jewelry and afford nice things, you shouldn't have to be afraid that you're gonna fucking lose your life.
Okay, but we live in the real world where apparently
Yeah.
this is a concern. You know,
Yeah.
so the reality is that fucking chain. If you got $5,000 worth of jewelry on your neck, never mind P&B having God knows how
I'm-
much money on his neck.
I'm
It's
sorry.
a real thing that could happen to you.
This once this EDD money, PPP money slowed up out here, this shit has been worse than it's ever been.
But think about, you see the other video of these two dudes run up a restaurant,
Yes,
they got guns,
but that's
and
listen.
the guy actually basically just said no, like I'm not going, and he fucking refused to give his shit up. I think they were trying to take his watch, and then the dudes actually ended up shuffling out of there. Which whatever happened with PNB Rock, that didn't happen in his situation. Whether the thing
Yeah.
I said about the guy just shooting him right away is true, or whether it was actually a situation where he just put up some kind of fight.
You know how many people I personally know who work at the clubs who've been followed home?
Really?
You know what I'm saying?
Hell
to,
yeah.
to their houses back, and it's like
You know how
every
many
week.
bitches been
Why are you
following
gonna
homes?
follow a club employee? What the fuck they got?
That's a
Bro.
look, Gina got followed home. My baby
From the
mama,
club?
my baby mama told me somebody followed her home.
So
you know
you
what I'm
don't
saying?
even gotta have. I seen a video. You seen the video of somebody? I think it was in Santa Clarita, of like a dude jumping out and robbing a girl that was getting into her garage and shit. Man, this shit happening
Yeah.
all over the place.
Man, look, the first thing that they start showing is where's that? Bossa Nova. Motherfucker sitting
Yeah,
there
man.
eating Bossa Nova with his girl. Nigga, they ran in there broad daylight. You feel me? On camera, take the shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it keep happening every day, and we keep telling niggas like, "Hey, bro, this ain't that." You know what I
This-
mean?
bro.
You know what I mean? Out of town homies, I be like, "Hey, bro, watch it out here. Don't go to the strip club." They be
Bro,
like,
I be
"Oh, I'm
telling
good."
niggas.
I be like, "No, nigga. Like, I got a homeboy. I'm not gonna put him out there. He in the industry. I told this nigga, don't go to the strip club. He from Miami. That nigga came to the strip club, got in his Uber. Niggas ran up on the Uber. You feel me? And snatched this shit from the Uber. You know what I mean? Like, niggas is not like,
Niggas don't listen.
Why not
bro.
just not wear jewelry?
but then niggas they feel like they pussy if they
I
they
know.
not
I'm
wearing
trying
their
to
jewelry
create a
and shit.
movement of no jewelry so that people won't feel so pussy. Because realistically, I'm gonna be real. Is it bad as fucking LA? Yes. But if you're not like beefing with people that you shouldn't be beefing with, or like dangerous people, basically,
Mhm.
or if you're not presenting serious amounts of wealth to people, then there's a
You should
pretty
be all
low
right.
chance that anything's going to happen to you, because there's basically the only two reasons why somebody would want to do that to
No,
you, right?
because if you off deck somewhere, Adam, you don't wear jewelry and do nothing like that. A nigga may think that's Adam 22. He got something, or he gonna lead us or something. So
Yeah.
it's not even the fact that somebody got some jewelry. It's
You know,
the
rob me
fact
for my
that
debit card?
no, but niggas know if niggas know that you
Damn
got
near.
if niggas know that you got money. You feel me? When a nigga hurting right now, bro, them wolves is gonna be
Shit,
on
they
it.
might
It
put
don't
you in the
matter.
trunk.
I'm not denying that anything could happen. I'm just saying you give yourself a pretty good chance,
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
of not being targeted or whatever if you just don't flaunt any kind of wealth.
Or
and
just
if you-
wear a little
just
small
keep
chain. I
on
got a little small chain.
But see, this is the problem. The internet, like you said earlier, a nigga come out, a nigga that's a street nigga. You feel me? He come out. He always got his jewelry on. He always got his chains on. He go to another city. niggas be in the comments, oh, you scared to wear your shit? And then you feel me
Yeah.
mentally, that start fucking with artists where it's like, I don't want to see pussy. I'm not scared, so I'm gonna wear my shit everywhere. And then some shit happens like this, and everybody's like, why would you do this? It's
I'm just
like,
saying-
nah, y'all niggas be sitting there telling motherfuckers like, hey, do this, you pussy, you this, you
Yeah,
this, you
for
this,
real.
you this, you this, you that.
That's a
Like, this
fact.
shit crazy,
that's
bro.
that's the mentality at the end of the
Nigga
day
wanna
that
get me for this little fucking no jumper chain.
man.
Nigga, I'm taking it off.
If I see that thing doing the greasy neck tour, you're never coming back.
No, literally, I don't give a fuck. I would take this bitch off.
And that's the fucked up thing about our
Nigga,
industry is
'cause
that
guess what? I
if
could
you get robbed, my nigga, your career damn near done. Niggas be like, oh, look
Hey,
at him the same no more. Like
I don't
that
give a
shit's
fuck, nigga.
status,
I
bro.
could get another-
It can happen to anybody.
I could get another chain. I can't get another life.
Exactly.
That's real. I mean, yeah, I would definitely just give my shit up. You got whatever the fuck I got. I don't got much.
Bro, they
you want
catch-
these Birkenstocks?
You want these Birkins?
If they
Take 'em
catch
off.
you slipping,
Birkenstocks.
you
nigga.
just got you got to just take that.
Yeah, don't think you're a fucking superhero trying to push the blower out of nigga.
And some niggas really ain't gonna do nothing to you if you do that. They scary to shoot you, but you don't even want to take. You don't even want to take that chance
People
to
got
even play
fake
with
guns
that.
and
You know what I'm
shit,
saying?
too. Yeah. Anyway, one thing I do want to point out is that while the Chargers and Chiefs are preparing for a battle of the AFC West on Thursday night, prepare for your winning season at MyBookie. Some like to bet to earn, and some bet to make the season more exciting. Either way, MyBookie gives you the most for your money with a double deposit bonus. It's quick and easy. A $250 deposit puts $500 in your account instantly, and you can use your funds to bet on as many games, contests, and props as you want. To claim your bonus, register today and use the promo code NOJUMPER, one word, designed to add more excitement to the game and sports that you love. That's promo code NOJUMPER to double your money up to $1,000 with MyBookie. It's only week 2 of the NFL season, which means that there is still plenty of time to get in on the action. Don't miss out. Begin your winning season today exclusively at MyBookie.
MyBookie.
Code NOJUMPER. Bang, bang.
But yeah, man.
Sad shit, man.
That's
Yeah.
super sad, bro.
That shit
It's
fucked
tough
me
to
up,
get
man.
over, bro. Like, I mean, it's just kind of depressing, this fucking world that we live in.
And then
sometimes, man.
especially the fucking videos, man.
Ugh, who the
I
fuck filmed
hate that shit, and it's disgusting, bro. Like the people who are promoting that shit, like come to my story and watch this on my page. Like
Oh, man.
y'all niggas is waste of lives, bro. Y'all shit, that shit's weak as
real,
fuck,
bro.
bro.
You feel the same way about all the people who are taking photos and filming the fucking dude dead on the street after the sauce
Nigga,
situation?
that shit is scandalous. Like
Mm.
you got to think about the family. Like they don't want to see that. That's the last image that they gonna have.
It's
of
weird
their
because
fucking loved one.
I would never post that. If I fucking saw that right in front of me, I would never fucking post it. I know how viral it would be, but I'm not fucking posting it because I know how people would take it. But to these smaller accounts, I mean, the reality is people want to see it, so they're fucking tapped in. And really, even a lot of like not that small accounts, I'm pretty sure, were posting the fucking photo and shit.
Man, even like you never mind. I ain't gonna throw nobody under the bus. But keep it going.
Air them out. Who
Nah,
posted it?
I ain't gonna do nothing.
I mean, shit.
Poetic Flacco?
I can't blame him though because listen, if I hadn't seen the video, I'm sure he posted it. If I hadn't seen the video or if I hadn't seen the photo of that guy laying out, shit, I probably would have went out of my way to look for it because I fucking heard about it and it sounded like such a crazy situation that I might have. But I didn't even have to try because I'm just scrolling through Instagram and it's like, boom, here's a dude laid out with his brains on the ground.
That shit's sad, man. RP to Trey, man.
His brains is on the ground?
I'm pretty sure that's what it was next to him, bro.
Oh.
Bye,
my
Gina.
God. That's so fucked up.
Bro, it's just, for that to happen right back to back is that's a problem.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like real problem.
I don't even.
Definitely.
And they make it so hard for you to get your fucking CCW out here.
Mm,
And it's like, nigga,
Oh,
what
it's
do
the
you
hardest
do?
thing to do.
right.
Like, what do you do? How are you an entertainer and you supposed to feel, I mean, get security, yeah, but there's motherfuckers who homes
Yeah.
getting robbed left and right while they in there and shit like that. Like you shouldn't get to this status of life and you have to worry about
Yeah,
shit like this.
That's the fucked up part. Is like you make something of yourself just for a nigga who ain't got shit to come take it from you, come take your life.
But I understand it because I mean,
Shit.
we've been in that position before
Oh,
where it's
yeah,
like, nigga,
facts.
I'm starving. Like, nigga,
Yeah.
it's either this or my people don't eat. My daughter
Nah,
may
that's
not eat today. So
Oh, man.
I understand it, but that don't make that shit right. And it's it's terrible, man. Like
But
we
I
gotta
feel-
get better.
I feel like just the brazen, like murdering of people.
That's,
Man, that
right?
shit-
That's the
It's
crazy
been
part.
it's been getting like way
Shit weak,
crazier.
bro.
Like
What are odds dude gets caught? Because I mean,
He's for sure getting caught.
think
It's only a matter of
bro,
time.
yeah.
it's 2022, bro.
You can't get away with nothing.
I'm
Everybody's
surprised we
getting
haven't
caught.
seen videos of them speeding out of the parking lot and everything yet, because there's got to be cameras out there in the parking
Hell
lot.
yeah.
By the time there's any sort of real full investigation, I'm sure we'll see that. Anyway, I wanted to call attention to this very viral DJ Vlad take. He told me this is the most viral thing that he's ever posted on Twitter in his whole life. He tweeted out, as an adult, playing video games for long periods of time is a form of depression. If you don't believe me, ask yourself this. Think about the 100 greatest moments of your life. Do any of those moments include video games? Probably not. And this comes from a lifetime gamer. So, I mean, this was like way earlier today, and it had like 20,000 quote tweets and like fucking 50,000 likes and shit. Like, this was a very, very viral take.
But see, you got to understand, you could put that with anything. Some people get depressed and they fucking eat. Some people get depressed, they watch fucking movies. Some people get depressed, they listen to music. And like, I ain't gonna lie, a lot of great moments and memories I have with certain individuals was playing certain video games.
And this is my thing, is that video games can perform many things. Video games can definitely perform the task of basically like procrastination and depression. I've definitely been there where I was like so involved in some game and I was basically like using it to avoid answering fucking emails or really getting my business done with or taking an important step in my life. And instead I'm just like grinding to the next level in some fucking game for some reason. For sure, I've done that. And, you know, I was just talking to Destiny on stream and he's the same way, where he said that he's definitely like he's like a lifetime gamer, games on stream for a living, etc. now. And he went through a period of time where he like basically was like depressed as shit, just grinding video games, whatever. But then at the same time, I mean, think about like your collective experience playing Breath of the Wild, just for example, or I mean, any other game that's had a big impact on you. Not to mention, there's so many different games out there. Like even with me with Pokemon Go, definitely it has been a tool of me manifesting my depression at times in my life where I was just playing
that shit.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. It's a fucking fun ass game, and I'm fucking walking. It is a different type of game because you can actually get physical exercise through it and stuff. But not to mention like the competitive aspect of playing video games is a big part of it. Like people who really like train to get good at something and they get that kind of pleasure out of it. I mean, me playing poker, aside from the fact that there, you know, if you get good at poker, you just win money. Yeah. I mean, how is it any different? It's basically like the same shit, except you're just playing a fucking card game,
bro,
right?
I remember like all my homies in the neighborhood, we had fucking Halo. And they would come to the house and we would all play Halo. You feel me? And team up and do that. Like that was a fun moment. Right. And when I got into Fortnite, bro, I used to wake up 6 o'clock in the morning, bro, and I'll be talking to a couple of rappers that like I wasn't even the coolest with. But we're sitting there talking 30, 45 minutes at a session at a time, and we got real cool. Like, so, but if you abusing it for your depression, it's like, I'm just going to play video games and to get over this thing, that's a problem.
Like,
but
if you're somebody who hasn't accomplished anything in your life, you ain't got money, you ain't got a job, you ain't got a girlfriend, you ain't whatever, and you're just chilling in mom's basement, fucking grinding video games 10 hours a day, for sure, there's an issue. Crazy. This is a bad use of your life. There's a lot of people who are in that situation. I've been damn near in that situation when I was younger. I remember sitting there in the basement playing Tony Hawk 2, just grinding, trying to get every fucking achievement in the game. And my dad comes downstairs and he tells me, you need to get a job. And I'm like 16 and I'm just like, fuck, like just thinking in my head, like, I don't want a fucking job. I want to sit here. I want to play this fucking game for the rest of my fucking life. And my dad's out here forcing me to get a job. I had a job when I was like 12. I was fucking delivering newspapers and shit. This was the time that he
back in
basically
1978.
Exactly. This is basically when he made me get a job, and I went and got a job at Sears, and then I got fired after 6 months for stealing money out the register. But
see, that goes to this. Were you playing Tony Hawk to try to escape your life?
For sure.
You know
I was trying to escape the reality of the fact that life involves working hard and doing things that you don't want to do in order to get money so that you can ideally get to the next stage in life. For sure.
And that's the same thing as drugs. Some people are like, you know what? I want to get away from this world and I want to feel this way. So let me take this to, you know what I'm saying, numb that shit. So, I mean, you could look at that shit with all types of stuff.
It wouldn't have been any different if I was sitting in the basement just smoking weed and fucking watching movies or whatever. You know, me sitting there playing video games and video games and weed go together very well.
You could be a millionaire playing video games.
Well,
now.
these days, and Vlad did specify that basically he's not talking about people who stream or who make content or whatever. But I mean, you know, a lot of people who stream and make content have like 3 viewers. And they're basically just like doing jack shit when they're on there as well.
Yeah, but even like when you go on the plane, like, nigga, I bring my Nintendo Switch on the plane. You got a long flight?
I be
nigga, that shit make the time go by.
I be
You feel me?
wishing I had a fucking game to play when I'm on
But
a long
that's
flight.
why I like games. Well, I like many types of games, but one
You
of them,
like poker.
I do like poker more than any game. But like when I see that the new Breath of the Wild is coming out,
You seen the trailer?
I did see the trailer. It looks amazing. But that to me stands out as like, oh shit, if I get this and play it on Switch, it could be maybe, I don't know, like 50 fucking hours or 100 hours, depending on how much I want to play it over the course of the next couple months. That's sick. That's like the equivalent of me watching fucking Game of Thrones or some shit where it's a fun experience. However, I also know myself and I know that I am prone to addictive behavior. And I know that I'm the type of person that might be like, hey, Laura, don't book me any interviews on Wednesday because I'm going to sit at home and play Breath of the Wild for like 10 hours. And that is like the negative part about it is that
less
some
productive.
people like us have that kind of relationship with games. But I like that more, knowing that there's basically an endpoint at the end of the game rather than
Story games.
When you're playing, when I see people playing Fortnite, I mean,
Call of Duty.
every
They don't
game is
stop.
the same over and over and over. It's just basically you reenacting the same set of movements over and over. And I'm sure you're learning and it's a challenge and you're getting better at it and everything like that. But that's the kind of game that if I get into, my life could be over.
And then one aspect too that people are not recognizing is, nigga, when these games come out, Madden, 2K, Call of Duty, that keeps niggas in the house. It keeps people in the house. It's crime that possibly have stopped and people have, lives have been saved because they were in the house playing video games.
Them same niggas that's out robbing people.
Nigga, some niggas be like, hey, no, I'm about to play 2K. I'm about to play Madden. And that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you staying in the house playing with video games may stop you from losing your life one day.
But at the same time, if you're sitting in the house playing video games all fucking day, I mean,
get a fucking job.
You're not making any money. It's like the same as like sitting around watching TV all day to a lot of people and to a lot of extents.
But if you binge watch a show that you really into, I don't think you're binge watching that because you're depressed. But it's like, I'm into this fucking show.
But if you have a functioning life, like there's a lot of things like that. Like I had a fucking roommate when I lived in New York for a period of time who basically would wake up every day and start watching game shows on TV. And every day when I woke up, it was like a struggle for me to not be influenced by his laziness because I'm waking up, I'm going to get on the computer, I'm emailing, I'm working on this business-wise, I'm talking to this advertiser. Even back in the BMX days, I was very motivated and every day I wanted to like take a lot of steps to advance my life. And then I'm witnessing this dude who's basically just watching The Price is Right. And then he's going on Craigslist.
How old was he?
He's probably my age. He's like 25. I know, it's so sad when I think about it now.
Sprayed and neutered.
But then he would hop on Craigslist.
My mom loved that show.
And he would find some of the ugliest chicks you ever seen in your life would be pulling up to the crib to fuck this dude. And that was just his day. It was, I don't even know where he had money from. Like he had jobs at times too, which is, you're right though. Like sometimes he'd have a job and he'd be busy 50 hours a week, and all of a sudden his life to me would seem a lot more respectable because he also had a girlfriend. He fucking all these girls off Craigslist. Shit was crazy,
what
fucking Craigslist girls?
And he had a hot ass rich girlfriend.
Well, okay, what is a Craigslist girl like?
A bitch that he would find on Craigslist who was
ad.
making an ad looking for dick.
Oh,
This does seem very primitive because
he
now
he was buying.
No. This is girls who were down to fuck for free.
What?
He said they would put out ads.
Ugly as
still
fuck.
out?
Well, I think there's probably a lot better ways to have random sex now with all the dating apps and shit, you know?
And on Craigslist, you probably can't even see a picture of her.
Hell no, he wouldn't even know what they look like before they came through.
Oh, no, and they're just pulling up.
You remember when I tell you that story about me and one of the homies fucking that super obese chick?
Jabba the Hutt? Yeah.
We didn't see her before she came through. That homie walked to the train and met her.
Let me ask you something. What is the one thing like when you like out of the week, like I want this time to myself and I want to do that. What is that for you?
When he goes to the Jack Shack.
Could be.
Yeah, it's like 10:30 p.m. Put Lena to bed, tuck her in.
That's what you look forward to?
Well, yeah.
Jacking off?
I get that 1.5 hours in back in the Jack Shack. maybe
told you.
produce a nice milky load real quick onto some. There's like these decorative napkins that there's like a package of them in the back in the Jack Shack, and I've been taking these different decorative napkins, and I know that they're like a big deal because I see the price tag on it's like $7 for like a pack like this of napkins, and every day I look around, I don't want to walk like 10 steps out of my way to go to the bathroom to get some toilet paper, so I just be beating off on these things, and so I'll bust a quick nut,
onto the
That's what
decorative.
you like. You look
fire
forward to?
up a spliff, sit back, put on a podcast. I got my little my watch later playlist of different videos I'm gonna watch on YouTube. Fire up a podcast. Fire up
some Traveler Ross.
Throw on some
Shout out to
Traveler
Traveler Ross,
Ross.
man.
4-hour video.
And then what am I gonna do now? I'm gonna watch some shit on fucking YouTube, and I'm gonna play some poker, and I'm gonna fucking just
Beat off again.
smoke weed and just not think about the fact that I've got a whole team of special ed people that I got to worry about, that I got a girl and I got a kid and I got this guy named Josh and he's giving me hell asking me for titles.
Porking your sister.
Yeah, fucking the shit out of my sister. God damn it. Grimy motherfucker.
No, my sister looking at me crazy. They married.
Yeah.
She's like, what? No, okay. What about for you? What's the one thing you like? Okay, when I get time, I'm gonna do this.
That's my me time. And I'm not saying that's my favorite time of the week. I'm just saying that's
No, your favorite time of the week is whacking off.
exactly. No, that's my time where it's like, oh, I don't have to worry about nobody but myself.
Honestly,
I like that.
Mine is like similar.
You jack
Your
off
whole
too?
week.
Not the jack
You
off
don't have a kid. You don't have a girl. Your whole week is like what? My 1 hour at the end of the day is your whole week. For the record.
Maybe. No, but I got multiple things that I have to do throughout the week.
You got a couple lunches. Yeah.
No, but like, bro, I
Go
got
see Blasey.
I got a business.
That's right.
I got a business that I run.
How many emails do you think you answer in a week?
Bro, at least 100. Wow. Cause
That's pretty
nigga,
legit.
Yeah, man.
Okay. I'll take it back then. You're grinding.
okay, so
Pastime, though.
honestly, like YouTube, bro. Like
YouTube is-
I really sit there and like it sometimes gets to the point to where I don't like I've watched everything. I've watched every 1090 Jake, every Traveler Ross.
Because okay, that's the difference between me now and me back when we had the store. Is that my life when I was at the store before Atlanta, before old age, before the kid, it was I would go to the store usually around noon, and then I would stay at the store till maybe like midnight, and then I would get home. I don't know, maybe like watch some videos or something for like a half hour and then go to bed. Now it's like I try to get home so I have a nice amount of time where I can really chill at the end of the day, which I didn't used to have. I really like, and back in the day also, like I would stay out riding till fucking midnight half the time, and then I would fucking
See,
stay.
I think BMX is your thing.
I would book interviews all fucking night. Yeah, but I'm old. Like what's the point of me riding BMX at this point in my life?
I don't know. It
for
gives you joy.
exercise,
Like you was
like,
like, I love it.
it brings back like the nostalgia.
It's true. I love riding around New York City, but when I'm in LA, it's like, what am I gonna do? Like, I could go to the skate park and get a nice little session in, get my heart beating. That's cool. But then, like, I mean, to ride street, like, there's not that many areas like that you could really ride around besides downtown, which I'm fucking sick of. I rode there for like a million years, and it's like, let's be real. Like, my thing in life is that I'm trying to do dope shit. You know, like with the poker thing, it's like the reason why I dedicate a lot of time to it is because I actually really believe that I'm a pretty good poker player and that I could be a great poker player. You know,
Well,
with the podcast and the business and stuff, it's like this is like something that I'm progressing and I'm building.
Yeah.
When it comes to the BMX thing, it's like clearly my best days as a rider are in the past. Clearly. It's just like it takes a lot of fucking time, like the transportation of like going out of my way and driving somewhere to do something and everything. It's like it just makes so much more sense for me to be doing this kind of stuff. I never have a shortage of shit that I'm trying to schedule in a given week. It just feels like I like doing it from time to time, but it was a chapter in my life, and I have to mostly close the door on it. And I like the idea of having the business and continuing to try to do business with the BMX shit, make content, make products. But in terms of me actually being out riding, it's just not really efficient use of my time.
I got the dream like scenario for you. You riding your bike and you're jacking off at the same time. That's like
I never did that.
You have?
I haven't.
Oh, I'm about to say. That's what I said. That's your dream. You like jacking off.
I remember-
You like riding bikes. Oh, you're jacking off on one hand. You're playing poker with the other one, and you're riding a fucking unicycle.
I have a very distinct memory of I was at this girl's house in high school. I'm probably in like 10th grade. And this was my girlfriend at the time, I guess, maybe like for a week or two. Like dating when you're 16 is usually pretty pathetic. And
Yeah, until she like realized you're a fucking nasty creep.
Well, she didn't really realize that, but I was like, she's giving me head, one of my first blowjobs ever. I look over and I see some low-fat raspberry fig Newtons. And please don't chew ice into the mic. Sorry. So I reach over and I eat a raspberry fig Newton while she's sucking my dick. She looks up at some point and realizes that I'm eating the fig Newton, and she's kind of like
getting crumbs on her head.
I mean, she's just kind of like, what's going on here? This is a little weird.
Your fig Newton?
And then soon after I leave and I'm on my bike, I'm 16 or whatever, and I'm pedaling away from my house. It is the middle of fucking December in New Hampshire. It's freezing fucking cold, and I'm riding my bike, and it's so cold outside because it's late at night that I don't even want to stop to take a piss. So I'm riding my bike and taking a piss at the same time.
You're peeing on yourself on purpose?
I'm not peeing on myself. I'm peeing away from myself.
He's a sick fuck.
That would be such a weird assumption. But then, and I'm watching. That's what it sounded like. I'm watching the ice and the snow, the freshly fallen snow. I'm watching it turn yellow and melt away as my urine just blazes across.
So you pulled your dick out and you're riding.
Let me try to paint the picture for you.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm on my bike. I'm holding the handlebar. And I'm peeing.
Okay.
Maybe I would pee into my forward foot. No, I'd probably be better like this.
Nigga sick.
Anyway,
that makes me think, right? When Jackass first came out, right?
Very influenced by that.
In Hash Brown Town, was it just total mayhem?
Yes. Shopping carts were being destroyed left and right.
But like, you remember when Steve-O like
hugely peed
in the ice and he ate it?
Jackass?
Did you ever try some shit like that?
I never drank pee. Jackass coming out was like the Chronic hitting LA, or what I would imagine the Chronic hitting LA was like. It was like the most inspirational shit for like high school age white boys, for sure. I liked it. And I got to meet Steve-O and interview Steve-O.
That was dope to see he did a shit in his van.
Very cool.
I'm like, this nigga just free.
How you feel about Nicki Minaj beefing with the whole rap game?
She talking her shit right now.
All these bitches can get it. They all looking kind of soft.
I mean, when you think about it, she was back #1. So if it's a time to pop off,
but then it's
time to pop off.
Bro, she got fucking annihilated one tweet by some random ass girl who was just who was just like, girl, you married to a sex offender. We all got your location.
But bro, we already talked about that. But the thing is that
the internet,
Nicki can easily take a fucking 100 or 200 like quote tweet. It does nothing to her. Her career is so fucking big that it's like that's nothing. But the whole thing of her just like sort of choosing to call all these girls out, like I don't know. I like it. I like this energy. Because it feels like in the girl rap world, there's such a culture of not challenging each other. And I hear about this, honestly, in many groups of women where it's like they get around each other and it's just such like toxic positivity where the only thing you're allowed to do is compliment each other and everything has to be boosting each other up and praising each other.
Make up something.
Men, on the other hand, men have been communicating with each other for a lot longer than women. Women just thought this up like last week. Like, oh, we're going to talk to each other. We've had group chats and taverns and bars for years.
Melvin's room.
Eagles lodges or whatever for years and years and years where we've got together and we talked about shit. So men are more evolved than women because we just ridicule each other and insult each other instead of embracing each other's feelings. And when I see the culture of like women in the rap game, it's so different than like the dudes because the dudes like are blatantly kind of competing with each other. If they don't like each other, they're open about it. They talk about it. They don't shy away from mentioning each other in raps that much. But a lot of these girls, I mean, Nicki's just bringing like the obvious to the surface that a lot of these girls have had shade for.
And they don't fuck with each other.
Yeah. What about Nicki, in some way, I'm not sure exactly how this happened, but the word is on the street that, and Meg actually felt the need to respond to it, that when, I believe they were together for some reason. I'm not sure if it was when they were shooting the Hot Girl Summer video or if it was something else, but Meg wanted to drink because, as they say, she likes to drink. And
she likes to turn up a little bit.
She likes to turn up, and she's with Nicki, and she says something about like drinking, and Nicki says something about how she's pregnant or trying to get pregnant, and how she doesn't want to drink right then. And the alleged statement by Meg is that she basically said like, oh, like you should just drink because then you won't have to go to the clinic, or you won't have to get an abortion, that sort of thing. Now, I mean, let's be real.
That is so out of pocket.
In order to believe that Meg Thee Stallion in any way made that as a serious statement, you would really have to believe that she is a terrible person who also just has a terrible gauge of like what kind of conversation might be acceptable between two people. To me, I'm assuming that Meg made some sort of little joke or something where she alluded to, oh, like if you drink, then you won't be able to. Like I could imagine a lot of different jokes that
No,
would be
you
sort
do
of
have
funny
people
about-
like that.
I love
to make that kind of joke about like,
No,
oh,
not no joking.
I love
oh,
a
right,
good-
yeah, well, that's fair too. But I
Like-
mean, if Nikki, who already like, cause she had 2 kids now, or was this is one
I
kid?
think she got 2.
I can't even remember.
You
But
love some dark humor, man. That's
No, like
I do.
pretty good joke.
I feel like Nikki, if she actually did say this about Meg, is basically like kind of like repurposing it to fit a narrative, right?
bro, like even like right, I got a homeboy and I'm like, he's like, why you ain't drinking? And I'm like, oh, well, I had to go to the doctor and they said I can do no more. Well, me too. You might as well just do it. I'm like,
Yo,
it's
what?
people that's like that that'll tell you to fucking
Yeah, you honestly
just to
you're
go
right.
crazy. So it ain't too far fetched to think that somebody may have did that. I don't know if Meg did that,
Listen,
but
if you're having a conversation with someone who's pregnant and doesn't want to be pregnant, then
Yeah.
you could pretty much say whatever. If they're planning on getting an abortion, then you could make a fucking joke
Yeah.
about it, right? If somebody
I would be like-
already has a family and they're already planning on having more kids and stuff, then yeah, I can see how that joke would be like very inappropriate. I just am not gonna believe that Meg made this super inappropriate joke. Or the people, they weren't even saying like the context of this is they weren't saying it was a joke. They were saying it as if Meg actually gave her like medical advice. Oh, you should drink and then you'll have an abortion or you'll have a miscarriage. I don't like what do you think Meg is on? I don't believe for a second that Meg would actually.
I don't
say
think that
something
she
like
was like serious about that.
Hell
Come
no.
on, man.
She's probably just trying to be funny.
Yeah,
I think
she's being funny.
But that's Nikki's thing, is that Nikki
she likes to she like
she is the queen of her world.
so
If she doesn't like any like that,
Yeah.
I think it's the reason why she has like not really got along or worked with that many girls over the years is that she wants everything her way.
she's
And somebody who makes a joke, who feels like it's okay for them to make a joke like that, I could very much see Nikki
I
just
could see
being
her
like,
being super
"How
offended
dare
by
you?"
that.
she literally just put like 6 girls on her remix.
how dare you?
Yeah, but they're all
I'm
like
the queen.
non-factors. She didn't put any of the chicks.
wow.
I'm not saying that they're whack.
Wow.
Let's get into it.
They're not the
Whoa,
girls that
let's get
she
into it.
feels like she's doing battle with.
Okay,
Bia,
okay.
Bia is in her own fucking world.
Be
somebody
Bia is dope. Bia is not someone that people are pitting against Nicki Minaj.
Who else is
Half
on
the girls
song?
I never even heard of.
Who else is on the
I
song?
think Mellow Rax was on there.
Don't know
Okay.
who that is.
At a she's at a very early stage in her career, so I could see how Nicki wouldn't have, felt like she was competing with her.
What's the
or
girl
anything.
name?
Shout out
Someone
to
said
Bia.
the Akbar.
Yeah,
Don't know who that is.
Nicki Minaj
Uh,
remix "Freaky Girl." Let's see who's listed here. Is it
So you
even-
didn't take it as like she's trying to put like new women talent on? You took it as like I'm not competing with you.
Because
So
you got to
just-
think about it. She like the narrative of her not being supportive of a new
women.
up and coming women.
Okay.
that's always been the
It's
narrative.
that song is featuring JT.
JT is big.
Bia, you're right. JT is the one who's like the closest to being like a factor in her world, right? Katie got bands, which I really respect. I had no
What?
idea until this exact
No
moment.
way.
I mean, that's what it says on this fucking YouTube upload.
no,
Are
Oh,
you
yeah.
fucking joking?
That's what it says.
What?
I know that's
She
legendary.
hard.
I do not
You
know.
don't remember Katie got bands from Chicago? What?
honest.
Not cultured.
AD,
And
what
then
the fuck?
Akbar V.
I know Akbar.
I don't know her. And then Malibu Mitch. Who
Shout out to
I've met
shout
her
out to
before.
Malibu Mitch.
Yeah, she's cool.
Okay.
Not exactly like, people that are in the conversation. about
JT
the-
is in the conversation.
JT 's up
JT's
there.
in the conversation.
But
Malibu.
Isn't she beefing with JT now as well? She did, right? Isn't that part of this whole thing?
I can't believe Katie got bands is on this. That's what I'm still.
That's respectable. I mean, it is about like 11 years too late for
Yeah,
her to
right?
show.
Like, what the
Like
fuck?
she could have done that a long ass time ago.
If she would have gave her a feature in 2011, that would have been very helpful for her
Should have put
career.
Ice Spice on there.
Ooh, she's brand new though. She probably didn't think about that.
Bia. I think
Bia's
Bia is
hard.
the big. Well, Bia or JT is the biggest.
Do you
Female rappers, you think of the city girls for sure,
Yeah,
hands down.
do you identify as a munch?
I like that girl.
When she says munch, I picture
nigga
you
a
in my
munch.
head.
You got me fucked up.
Wow,
The type to come over, munch on your pussy a little bit,
I would
talk about your feelings.
that's accurate.
I've done that before. Yeah,
Yeah, you're a munch.
sure. I'll munch some pussy for sure.
You're a munchkin. Are you a munch? Do you identify as a munch?
I ain't coming over eating no pussy and leaving. I'm sorry.
Why not?
Is that the definition of munch? Maybe we should look this up.
No, yeah. I mean, no. I mean,
Nah,
I could start it off like that.
Munch.
I need to know before I come over. Is we fucking or nah?
Nah, sometimes you got to munch it first to
Munch.
Sometimes you got to be up front.
Eat something with a continuous and often audible action of the jaws. I think I forgot to put Urban Dictionary. Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
That nigga munch. I just watched a video of her like twerking on stage at
Oh, we're going to talk about that in a
Rolling
second.
Loud
I
or
got
something.
a couple good topics about that, but a munch is someone whose only use is eating pussy without getting anything in return. All right, yeah.
House phone.
Just a straight munch.
You got me fucked up.
You should
like
make the
that.
munch merch.
Yeah, I
High
like
rollers.
That. I like that. I like that.
Hey, let's
Wait,
just say-
wasn't a nigga from
Oh, yeah, just share the
Chuck E.
munch.
Cheese?
That's hard.
Wasn't a Chuck E. Cheese guy named Munched?
I never heard that. You mean he was in the mechanical band?
I think his name was Munch.
Can we get a Google, Josh?
could be wrong.
Google Chuck E. Cheese munch.
That's so disrespectful. That nigga munch, like just the way she even says it.
Wait, would you munch Ice Spice? Would you be
1,000%.
would you be her munch?
1,000%.
You would.
Yes.
She's young. She's
I'm
like
down.
19.
Okay, maybe not.
No, I mean you could do it. It's fine, but
No.
it's legal.
Yeah, but I'm like,
Josh, you found it?
Probably wants nothing to do with you.
I'm too old.
Show him Munch from Chuck E. Cheese.
Shut up. There's a
That's
munch.
Munch.
That's munch.
That's Munch. I'm telling you.
Damn. Chuck E. Cheese is so off-brand.
And I don't know why I know this, but that's Munch.
Yeah, why did you know that?
Munch is kind of hard, bro. Damn.
Yeah,
If I did,
I like his color.
If I was the graphic designer for Grape Street, I would do a munch shirt with that face.
That's
all the
what
way-
I'm saying.
all the way
High
to the
rollers.
right.
Come on, Munch.
Do they be making Jordan Downs like Grimace merch? Because I would.
It's a lot of Jordan signs upside down.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
hard too. But I'm saying Grimace, like anything purple, you can just embrace, right?
I mean, I don't think you're going to rock a Barney over
you ever
there.
make like a Crip Grover shirt?
That's hard, though.
Super.
But look at Munch, though.
But look at Munch though. Yo, a shirt that just says that N word of Munch and then got a picture of him. Wouldn't that be
That's
funny as
honestly-
fuck?
That's what I'm
honestly
saying.
a
Somebody
great
got to do
idea.
it.
Chuck E. Cheese on our line suing us.
Okay, that picture of Munch, hold on. He's on some Ox of the Grouch shit. Go down, Josh. Never mind.
That nigga look like he's off a beam.
He was,
Yo.
look, he's off his hands. Go down.
Parker is mad funny
at that one.
with Oscar the Grouch.
Oh, no.
Yo, why
Munch
you-
is out.
Parker looks at Oscar the Grouch and she goes, I see Tash. Trash.
Oh,
I'm so proud of her.
Oh.
I was
Oh
like,
my God.
Tosh.0?
She got
I'm
some
so
cool.
proud of
She
you.
got some cool sentences, bro. If my girl's not in the room, she go, "Where's Mama?" That's a new one.
Aw.
I'm like, oh. She walks in, she sees all her Sesame Street toys, and one of them isn't there. Where's Elmo?
Who's her favorite, though?
The Count.
Wow.
Really?
I know it's so dark.
The vamp?
Yeah,
The vamp.
Wow, she's vamped
The
up.
vamp's a Munch.
she got this fire song. The Bati Bot. Oh, the Count for show is a munch. With them little
I'm
teeth and shit.
counting 1 lick, 2 lick, 3 lick.
I want to make a shirt of Ice Spice getting her pussy eaten by the Count.
Yeah, you're gonna get.
Yo,
you're gonna
relax.
go to jail.
Yo.
One.
Yeah. Somebody arrest this motherfucker right now.
No, but I want to give Black Dave his props. Got to give him his flowers while I can still smell him. Black Dave did an Ice Spice video for No Jumper like way before she was even popping like that. Like I remember looking at it and she didn't really have any views yet and thinking like, damn, like is Dave like
Dave just trying to get
is
some
he
pussy?
ahead of the time or is Dave maybe trying to get some munch action
Yeah.
going? I don't know because
She got 1 million followers
because
now.
her songs like now like I've seen like a ridiculous growth in her music over the past couple of months. The shit that she had out when he did that video, like her newer songs are way harder than that. She's getting like way better, but she had the different hairstyle too. Just she didn't have the curls with it and
switched it
everything
up,
at
yeah,
that time.
switched
I
it
fuck
up.
with the curls.
You like the curls? I wonder how much maintenance that hairstyle takes. Is that just natural like that? Because she
Wonder-
dyed it and then it's
I wonder how much maintenance she got on that coochie.
Wow.
you gotta ask around. Where's she from? She live in
You should just
Bronx
munch
or
away,
Harlem or
my
what?
boy.
Munch away.
Would you munch?
Is that the new question? Like just for the
Damn.
baddies?
But yo, the question is, you think the game? Like, yo, like I felt like
The Munch Mob.
see,
Munch
it's tough
mob.
being a girl rapper because the fucking girls will turn on you in a heartbeat as soon as you say one thing that they think is fucked up. The same way they turned on Coil Ray. I think Ice Spice could have a big future ahead of her because the dudes fuck with her. But man, I hope these bitches don't turn on her at some point because they are so fucking fickle about everything.
I don't know, man, because I watched that video of her twerking on stage. It was like she had like a very small section of people that was really like going crazy
But man,
for her.
like
in
realistically,
front. But she just
that's
started.
what I'm saying, man.
She
Like
just
as
started.
much as like
I'm just
OG
being honest.
suicide in the building. As much as I look at her and I'm like, oh, she's big all of a sudden. It's like, let's be real. If you're performing at some concert to somebody's fan base,
Yeah.
It's like you're fucking.
No, but that was like Rolling Loud or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, but Rolling Loud has hella normies there.
Yeah.
There's so many like random.
They have no idea.
Wait,
about
but that
shit.
was Rolling Loud Toronto.
It had to be.
She
right?
popped out for that. Oh, that's interesting.
Because that was the only like recent one, right?
Yeah, that was the one that they did like last weekend or whatever.
Yeah,
It's kind of
exactly.
hard to keep track of.
Three
this point.
Musketeers.
Yeah, it's so hard to keep track at this
The
point.
Brady Munch.
That's a good one.
The Brady Munch. Yeah, you could be
Let
like
me munch you down.
Greg Brady just munching some coochie. That's my next shirt.
Did
We'll
he
try
die
the whole-
from?
what's
Did he
up?
die from AIDS?
It is what it is. That's
Shit.
We'll give 10% of the
wrong- that's
proceeds
the wrong
to some
mascot.
sort of AIDS
Oh, my
group.
It's the wrong mascot.
Should I make munch merch?
No.
Well, she's gonna be mad at me. I gotta keep relationships.
Did you interview
good.
her?
I didn't, but Dave did. But I hit her up. I said, like, pull up. Because I noticed she was following me. I didn't even notice.
Well, duh.
Instagram notifications suck ass.
Yeah, I know they really do.
Anyway, what did I just say? Oh,
That nigga a munch.
I was going to say that. You know who else had an interesting experience at Rolling Loud Toronto?
Who?
My former client who I used to manage, Chromaz.
Oh,
I'm going to be honest, this is looking like a narrative killer because she fucking performed and there's all these videos of her getting booed like crazy. Now I'm
Toronto's first lady. Are you dumb?
she was saying that on stage. She was saying like, "Are you dumb? Like, why is the crowd so dead? Y'all are dumb." Like, I got no hate for her or nothing, right? Like, because I just, you know, like we did the titty fuck scene. You know, she had the tape on her nipples.
Hey,
I wanted to keep working
academics
together.
will never let that go over there.
Listen,
when
man.
I seen that video that you were talking about, I
Pause.
said, I
You
know
seen the video?
No, I'm talking about the Toronto shit.
Yo,
I gotta go to academics.
I
See what he
didn't
gonna
watch
say.
it, but I saw that he was talking about it.
Yeah, I
What'd he
watched it. I
say? What'd he
said,
say?
academics about to talk about this
Just
shit.
shitting on her for
After
it.
you let Adam spray paint your face, and
And
I'm
then
like,
you got fucking booed. off
Ladies, there is
stage.
no shame on taking a
You ruined her.
22-inch load to
Yeah.
the face. It's
Adam,
all
you
good.
ruined her.
I did not. How are you ruined after you
shit
get
been
booed?
going-
You ruined the legitimate.
after she munched you, it's been bad.
She's a munch. She didn't even put it.
You ruined the legitness of her music career.
You
That's
did.
not true. She
You
did
let
that.
Adam 22
One nut.
pop on you.
One nut.
It's over.
One nut ruined her music career.
I disagree, and I think that you're slut shaming. You're slut shaming because you don't hold guys to that standard.
Here we go.
Oh, so
You
and
just said
so.
all these bitches is weak. Don't tell us about. Yeah, I mean,
I'm just saying, bro. The business is weak, but I'm just saying.
Name one female rapper.
name one Chromaz song.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. You were just talking about Mellow Rax, right?
I have no idea what that is.
She's like publicly dating
Sign your
Fabio
money.
Foreign. You ain't seen? She's like fully like wifed up courtside with fucking Fabio Foreign. Now I'm not gonna
Wait,
name
is
names,
it?
but
This is not the girl that was just talking about that he was gay on the low.
That's his baby mama.
that's his baby mama.
Oh shit!
That complicates things.
She was salty.
But
Yeah.
think about it. Like that right there, like the fact that Fabio Foreign is dating her or whatever, at least for a period of time, courtside, hanging out, taking photos like that and shit.
Okay.
She's been linked to rappers before, right? Doesn't ruin her value that she might have had
No.
situations with dude before.
It's
Who the fuck
Adam
cares?
22.
I'm lit.
White man in porn.
I'm lit.
white stinky porn man.
Yes.
in fucking Birkenstocks.
So just because it's on camera and because I'm a podcaster, it's not cool.
No, I'm not saying that. It's just
I
that
don't know.
if you got in the game, if motherfuckers is like, hey, we gonna fuck with you for your music.
She might as
and
well
then
just go full porn.
You know what I'm saying? Then you let Adam spray on your face.
Well,
like,
that
how
I
can I
agree
ever
with.
take
That
your music?
I agree with.
I think that like and I'm not saying that to be like disrespectful.
No, not disrespectful, but
like
still.
you know what I'm saying? Like I just think that I mean clearly like if her city just booed her off stage.
But we do have to be
'Cause of Adam.
careful because sometimes those videos make the booing seem worse than it actually
you're
is.
right,
Because
you're
if,
right.
if you're standing around 5 people and they're all booing, it could seem like everybody's booing you, and we don't
But
necessarily.
she's
know.
not gonna walk off
But she was-
stage. if she-
Toronto's first lady.
She did walk off, right?
If you walk off stage, that means you're upset.
Toronto's first
Let's be
lady.
real.
Are you dumb? Are you dumb?
Are you dumb? Come let me titty fuck. Yo, but
She look nice though.
this is my thing.
She looks so good. What the?
We had her signed. We could have tried to.
Whoa, you had her sign?
Yes, we could have tried to enforce the
Adam
contract.
and Linda
Yeah.
She
Porn
ran off on the
conglomerate?
plug.
We could try to. We could have tried to
Literally.
enforce the contract more. while we were working with her, she could not keep an Instagram for more than a week.
Yeah,
Dead
she
ass.
kept getting her shit
She got
deleted.
her shit back now, I think. She at least got an account with
Are you
like a couple
dumb?
100,000. And then,
Adam,
bro, she blew us off. Like there was a time where we were fully booked. She was supposed to do plug talk or do some kind of shoot with me and Lena or whatever.
Got him.
She didn't want to do shit. She wanted to like hang out at fucking these poker games that she was helping deal and shit.
Oh, God.
She's making a little ass money
One of
doing that
those?
shit. Yeah, she didn't want to be like, you're making.
she could have been getting.
So that
big
goes
boy
to
bread.
say, can you take somebody's craft serious if they're not sacrificing and doing that?
That's what I'm saying. If she had actually stuck with us, or even just got serious about her own, she could be making many hundreds
She
of
could be
thousands of
sky
dollars
free.
a
Probably
month.
millions.
On God, Chromaz is
Probably
hot enough.
millions.
She got them fire ass titties. She could be fucking huge if she took the porn shit serious. Instead, she's chasing this rap dream. I'm gonna be honest with you, the Rolling Loud thing is probably a good thing for if me and Chromaz are
Look
ever going
forward-
to reconcile.
Look forward to an Adam 22
Yeah.
DM. I'll treat you good, bitch. Come back.
Man, it was nice to be able to nut on her boobs or whatever, but let's be real. Like, it would have been nice if she could have at least like give me a little
Yeah,
glug glug. God
like-
damn it! What
like-
the fuck?
I mean,
You did just straight titty action.
My
That
girl was
it?
sucking it. They were both spitting on it, but Chromaz is
Wow.
tape over the nipples.
Why?
Tip, like, why go that close to the precipice and not
That's
jump
so-
all the way in?
Yeah, that's so like.
Put that pussy on me. At least
I'm-
dump that mouth on it. Damn.
she wish
fuck?
she should have munched you.
I'm so confused.
I needed a munch. No,
I'm
my
really-
girl's plenty munch. She's plenty of munch.
I don't want to hear this.
Yeah, right. But like, damn, bro. I feel like why, like, yeah, why teeter with it?
Exactly. Because if you're, Ak is right. If you're going to go that close, if you're going to do
Like
that,
that? If you're gonna let Adam 22 bust a nut
It's done.
on your
that's what I'm
titties,
saying. Like, if you're
you
going to
might
do
as
that,
well just-
you might as
just
well
go.
suck it. And if you're going to suck it, you might as well fuck. And you might
And
as
then you
well,
might as well
if
just-
you're going to do all that, you might as well be fucking, dread for your fucking OnlyFans and do all the other shit because that's the shit that's going to really blow you up.
You
know?
should have played like Suck It or
being
Not in the
honest,
background.
Huh?
The camera on Suck It or Not.
yeah, that would have been fire.
Does OnlyFans do copyright detection? I'm not sure.
Well, nigga, you,
I don't know,
you
but
porn,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
Tell
you would
us.
know if anybody would know.
I'm the porn man. Eating corn, man.
Yeah.
I might just pull up to the store, man.
Hey,
I need to buy some more cans.
Damn.
I'm talking on a can phone. I got a ham bone. Y'all don't rap anymore? What's up?
you don't rap no more. What's up? Chromaz ain't let you fuck.
Had to go to the cutting edge testing and pee in a cup.
On her titties is where you would nut.
Really though? All I want to get in that butt.
She hopped on stage. The crowd was like, "What the fuck?"
LA crazy. Don't get wrapped up like King Tut.
Nigga, I ain't gonna lie. When I go and eat, my shit be tucked.
I'm not gonna lie. When you go to eat, you go to Pizza Hut. And I'm not gonna lie, you fuck bitches that look like Jabba the Hutt.
Let me not talk about the plug talk, bitches.
My bitches look good.
No, they
I don't
don't.
know what you saying. You better go to the church and start praying. Because you gaying.
I'm about to go blonde. I'm going Super Saiyan.
I like that one.
Were you saving all your bars for Empire or what?
Album coming soon. Thanks.
He can't rap no more. Ghazi yelled at him. He was walking down the street. I had to smell on him.
Pause.
That nigga AD ain't giving out bars for free.
AD dressed up wearing all orange like he a G. I'm about to go back to the cutting edge testing and have to pee.
Syphilis is me.
You just got stage fright.
Stage fright.
I'm fake white.
I heard you be in the Jack Shack on the late night
This is true.
I heard you was at the Pride Parade with a gay kite.
with a gay kite.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
I was in the Jack Shack making milk late night. I
Make
interviewed
him
a porn star with AD. Now he can't act right.
He was a man.
So
You talking about making milk, but you won't fight milk.
Pussy.
that's because
And
milk got to fight this chopper.
Oh.
You
Reaction
back at
video.
Burger King
Reaction videos
eating a
coming.
Whopper.
Yeah,
Here goes a reaction video. Here it comes.
I seen house phone laid out. We had to call the copper. They brought the helicopters.
And if And if one of your plug talk bitches want to suck it, I ain't gonna stop her.
And then I'm gonna take her to Red Lobster because I'm a mobster. That bitch fat as fuck, but I still popped her.
You talking about back in 1903?
Bad joke. You whack, folks. I can't even call that a dad joke. That's a custy joke. That's a rusty joke.
Look at these weird ass jeans you got on.
You was just complimenting them. You a fiend, son.
Your shit looks like the Matrix.
You look like a gay prick. You got tribal tattoos on your
he
pants.
on you today.
You got tribal tattoos on your pants. You look like Busta Rhymes' arms at a gay dance.
That was good. That was good.
If this was NSYNC, you'd be Lance.
I don't even know who that is.
Gay worm.
I thought you were gonna end it with Vance.
Oh yeah,
Bob's refrigerator.
I
You
need a
should've.
refrigerator. I gotta hit up Bob Vance.
There you go.
Because I'm trying to fuck Phyllis.
Nigga, you got syphilis.
I feel like Wesley Willis.
Who is this?
Rock and roll McDonald's. Rock and roll McDonald's.
Who the fuck is that?
You never been to Chicago?
Wesley Willis?
You ain't been to the Rock and roll McDonald's?
No.
This nigga Adam got on ankle socks.
You with AD trying to get him to spank your cock.
Oh, see, there you went too far.
All right, let's get
Rapping is fucking over.
We wrapped enough.
Jesus Christ.
Your brother's like fresh out. He's like,
He looking at me
"Damn,
crazy
they
like, this
joke about
nigga?"
this shit. He's like, what the fuck? The world has changed. He was just in a place where you could not joke about that. This is how we express our freedom.
Oh my fucking god!
Say some
Hey,
sus ass shit.
You went kind of crazy today. I'm not even gonna hold
Yeah,
you.
he went crazy.
Fuck, man.
We out here.
I feel like you be in the crib practicing.
Practicing gay
You
jokes.
be in the mirror, just
No, he practiced on himself. He,
No, but after we do a lot of the fucking the rapping, I'll be at home or like driving home rapping in my fucking head. Can't get rid of that shit. It's like follows me around. It's like a
you
fucking
ever like
plague.
play instrumentals while you're driving?
No.
oh,
But when I'm writing, I put on like instrumentals.
You be writing?
yeah, like what?
I'm writing my course.
Please recite one of the things.
Yeah, I
you
want to
wrote.
hear what you're writing.
Please, one.
I'm writing my course.
Oh, the podcast course.
Yeah. Well, what else you
I
think I
thought you
write
meant
about?
you were
I thought you
writing,
talking about like rap.
writing music.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell no. I just
We thought
write
you were
rap.
writing
You
bars.
said you go
Think I
home and
wouldn't
you
have mentioned
rap.
that already?
You just said
You just said you go home and you be
rap.
rapping in your head. You said
Just said
I be
that.
writing.
Yeah, but not like that.
How many pages you got in the podcast course?
6. I need to chill with the poker and work on the podcast course. You want to know what I realized though? Is because last night I did this live stream with like a couple of my poker buddies where they were like coaching me poker wise. Dude, my brain at fucking 10 p.m. is way different than 10 a.m. Like I need to schedule my day so that the heavy lifting is taken care of a little bit earlier in the day because by the end of the day it's so
burned out.
My brain is just like 20% less powerful.
Did like a lot of the bad shit that happened here, are you putting it in as like bad podcasting in your course?
I'm not going to use the podcasting course as an opportunity to attack you guys if that's what you're asking. I could certainly do that, but I'm not going to.
I'm not gonna.
Have you been doing that on your sledge lords?
No, although we do have a third episode that's going to be dropping. Josh, do we have a thumbnail yet?
Rule number 1:
We do?
don't be a minority.
Let's drop that tonight.
Number 2:
Actually, for this episode of Sludge Lords, me and Danny Mullen watched each other's porn. Like he showed me a bunch of pictures.
he do porn too.
He does
No, but
porn too?
He showed me pictures of him like getting his dick sucked in like 2013 and shit.
Why does he still have that?
Yeah, I'm glad you got like a best friend that you could
Yeah.
just
I do it to you too.
dude.
It's just not consensual.
pause.
Yo.
I'm saying, like, I talk about all this shit with you. You just sort of like,
Oh, yeah.
But people comment that they're like, "Wow, it's so cool seeing Adam do a podcast with somebody who's not going to act all timid when he says some gay shit."
Yeah, I'm definitely timid.
Yeah, that's fair enough. At least you know.
Yeah,
That's funny, honestly.
it was funny.
I think we
I think I called you gay in this one.
The slander.
We were gonna. What's up with you? Me, you, and Danny Mullen were gonna go do some charity stuff.
Well, I
You-
mean-
you said the city too hot.
No, it's just a lot of shit that was trying to go through. it didn't come through, and I'm like, I don't want to do this shit last minute, and then we go out there and miss the bullet. So I'd rather do this shit, everything set up the right way. You know what I mean when I say that? Yeah, like.
But what are you planning on doing with me and Danny Mullen when we go do this charity?
I want y'all to go to some real black-owned businesses. I want y'all to go to some, you know what I'm saying? We talk to some kids, do something dope for the city. You know what I mean? Dope shit like that. And, you know, for this to be last minute and be like, I'm going to try to put all this together, I'd rather when we do it the right way versus like just freestyling some shit and, you know what I mean, wasting it.
Plug Talk Kids Meet and Greet. Is that what you're saying?
That doesn't even, that's like some.
Please not.
Yeah, we could put up Plug Talk banners. I'm going to taking photos.
Yeah, you gonna catch a case. I don't have nothing to do with this shit.
Yeah, I got disinvited. Yo, at one point I was supposed to speak. I was supposed to speak at my high school, and it got shut down. Probably
you do porn.
Partially because of the porn. But quite a few things. Probably.
Hey kids, you want to munch like me
I
one
should
day?
have not said anything because then I could have got in there and probably done it before they realized how controversial I am.
Wait, you were gonna speak when we went?
No. This is
Hash
like
Brown Town
years ago in
University?
Hash Brown Town. I was going to go speak at the
Let's
school.
try again.
Bro, could you even imagine though if I was fucking? What, they're going to have an assembly? Oh, Adam 22 is coming.
That'd be hard as
The
fuck.
funniest kid in the whole school is going to be the first one to be like, Plug Talk, I seen your dick. And you guys are going to be right there laughing.
I'm gonna be laughing.
You are the Nelson Muntz of this podcast.
Who is Nelson Muntz?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Who was Nelson Muntz?
If you go and you explore some Nelson Muntz footage on YouTube, you might.
Oh, from Simpsons?
Yeah.
Not that nigga.
Yeah, that's your style.
Nah, man.
Very like,
Mama.
You know who else had a hard time at Rolling Loud was Lil Skies.
What?
There was some footage that came
Is he
out.
back?
And I got all the drugs in the world that you need.
Bro, he was nigga. He
song
was
was
on
When it
fire.
comes to SoundCloud rap, you are such a normie, and I love it.
That
you
song though,
Yeah, he was on
my
fire.
little brother played out. Say this nigga nice.
And I got all the drugs and the kush that you need.
No, he was on fire, bro.
Yo,
He was untouchable for maybe 2 years.
you think he's kind of like responsible for blowing Cuff Boys up along with him?
Hell yeah.
Or I guess that's really his mom, but yeah.
His mom's
Man.
a cup boy.
Cuff Boys is a YouTube channel.
Yeah, Cup Boys is where like the guy and his mom
They react to all the shit.
like SoundCloud rap. And
Well, there's
shit.
probably a million
gotta
people
put me
doing
on.
that now,
Ever
but
seen that one?
but they have a part.
Damn, bro, we got so
I'm the clickbait.
You
for
gave
the
me
new
a
podcast.
gang
we
of
got
them.
we got so much we could put AD on.
Shout out to
to.
Traveler Ross because he be hitting me up all the time. We talking to
Yeah,
him.
that's the homie, man.
Another person that gets random shout outs every episode for no reason.
I'm proud of him. I'm
That's
proud of
a
him
new
and Yuri.
That's
I'm proud of
another
him and
Yuri.
Yuri.
You see Yuri doing a flu stream?
What does that
He's
mean?
like, oh, I'm doing 24 hours with the flu. I'm like, wow.
He
got the flu
sounds
right
great.
now?
Sounds like rent's due.
Speaking of streams, man,
He doesn't never
T-Rail
leave-
did back on Fig today. I'm proud
But
of
he
him.
gave up. Not him, but
didn't
Yuri.
give up.
Yuri gave up. He gave up on the flu stream. He gave up partway through. I'm not sure how many hours.
Who
he
wants
made
to
it.
stream when you got the flu?
Yeah,
Who
that's
wants
what
to
I'm saying.
watch somebody stream with the flu? I'm grossed
do.
out just thinking about it.
For Yuri, I watch it.
Even just thinking about somebody
Yuri, I'm
having the
proud of
flu.
you.
I'm so proud of you, sick fuck.
Your mouth tastes so gross. Your whole vibe, everything in life hurts. It's just
Yeah,
the
you're
worst
probably-
thing. When I have the flu, I'm like actually hoping that I die. And then once I start getting better, I'm like, okay, I'll live.
You should have an STD stream
Get an STD.
where you're just like itching the whole time. You're like, ah!
Well, speaking of, did you see that our friend Vicky, aka the girl with the extremely gigantic ass? It's like it's not Whoa Vicky, but her screen
Sand
name is
Princess?
something like Whoa Vicky. I don't know.
Watch out.
If you want to find her, go to YouTube and type Vicky Lil Uzi Vert No Jumper. Like
What?
it comes up right away because she told some
you
story about going to the studio. She got
Vicky.
she got thrown out of the studio with Uzi because Uzi was fucking mad, or somebody was mad that she was just playing somebody else's music in the studio with Uzi, which I guess that's a no-no.
I
which
felt that.
makes sense. But she came out and
Why would you go to somebody's studio session and play other music?
This girl right here. Put
Oh,
us in the corner.
I did the Patreon with
Remember
her.
Vicky?
Yeah, I remember her.
Thicker than a Snicker.
She looked
Vicky.
like she got the fucking wagon on her.
She got a wagon and a half. You see her up there too? Vicky, I like my men a little bisexual. Bitch, go home with that
Wait,
shit.
what? Who said that?
That's her. She said that. She's like talking about how she wants
I look like a fucking Oompa Loompa.
She's like, oh, I want an alpha male dude to wife me up and then also fuck with other dudes. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck? Anyway, Vicky right here. Josh, go back to the thumbnail. I feel like you see her better just from the thumbnail.
shout out to them, cuz I'm so proud of you.
Oh well, if she likes her dude's a little bisexual, then you're perfect. Adam.
Look at that. Vicky on getting butt surgery at 19, dating drug dealers. Anyway, she's messy as hell. She got a Selena Powell streak. She came out and said that while Moneybag Yo was with Uzi, that she.
Wait, with
that's the
Ari?
girl?
Oh, wait, whoops.
With
Wait, that's the
Ari.
girl?
Ari. Yeah. her.
Wow.
I think it said with Uzi.
Yeah, because I was trying to tell you about it before. I knew you were on that pod. Damn, she has.
I didn't know that was a girl that they was trying to say.
She has
shit.
the right to be mad at us for that thumbnail in the second one. That is not a great photo. I don't know what they were thinking.
She
about
looked
that
like she would get her chain snatched if she was.
She
out in
said she
public.
bought like what she said she bought a watch for her last guy.
She a gangster bitch, but she just likes her dudes bisexual, so I'm out of the conversation. Anyway, she said that she met Moneybag Yo and that he fucked the shit out of her raw dog and then fucked like 6-7 other bitches in front of her while he was with his ex-girl. Because I think, is he broke up with Ari now? I don't. Why am I looking over there? They don't know. But
Yeah, right. Like,
anyway,
like Josh. knows.
Josh is like money bag, girl.
who's that? Anyway, she's decided to come forward with this story to try to get some clout and some attention. Guys, do we respect it?
I'm proud of you. Though. You'd have been like, come on down to No Jumper.
I don't want to
Tell us
Yeah,
your
I know,
secrets.
right? That's actually fact.
If she wants to tell that on her personal shit and other blogs are going to post about it, so it's already part of the public record, don't give me that.
I'm proud of you.
I'm not Yuri. But anyway, if she decided to tell this story, I don't know. Like, how do you feel about that concept in general? You're a famous dude. You got the world at your disposal. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Well, if you broke
fucking
it-
6-7 girls on the same night with no condom,
That's
damn,
wild.
you living on the edge, my boy, and expecting them all not to tell your bitch.
I
Is
mean,
this
when
a real story.
when it's coming from her, I'm like, nah,
But you think that there's a chance that it's a fake ass Selena Powell story?
for sure.
You think so? I mean, if
Always a chance.
if you're broken up with the girl, it don't even matter now if it's true or not.
But I doubt Moneybag Yo is gonna have unprotected sex with like 6 thoughts, bro.
All right,
That's
bro.
like rolling the dice.
I'm
bro.
gonna be real with you. If I'm in a relationship and I want to fuck this girl, you really think
You going raw?
Well, I'm always going raw. So I'm totally out of the question. But I'm just saying, you really think this girl ain't tattling on you? I mean,
She's telling.
Moneybag Yo must have been in a position where he didn't give a fuck about getting caught. I'm assuming because like you fucking her and 6 other girls on the same night. Your girl is like a hero to all these chicks. That's the same reason I can't
Yeah.
cheat. My girl is like a fucking famous bitch that I do
I don't
business
think
with.
he did it. I don't think he did it.
Oh,
Me personally,
black men.
black man.
Sticking
Black men
together.
don't cheat.
They don't cheat. We're gonna stick together on that one. All right. Is it time? We gotta talk about the newest No Jumper ops.
Oh,
he
shit.
your hobby ain't mine.
Wait,
No.
who?
My good friend.
Andrew Callahan taking shots.
Shout out to Andrew. Fuck Adam 22.
Look at him.
Channel
What a
5.
bad friend.
I mean, honestly,
Terrible friend. I
honestly,
said we
fuck
need
with
to
bro.
remain unified. AD said, fuck
I
that.
fuck with bro too. I'm not.
No,
right.
I fuck with him too.
Sign us.
We just did a 2-hour
You don't
podcast.
pay us over here.
What a great guy. What a good friend. We just did a 2-hour podcast. There was maybe like 5 minutes or some shit.
Where he kind of questioned.
where
you
he
a little
kind of
bit.
was like giving me a hard time about, whatever, like doing gang interviews or whatever, which, it's basically
Kinda
the
fair.
exact same fucking argument that Joe Budden put out. And coincidentally, both of these pieces of content came out like the same week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. The Joe Budden one was like a huge fucking conversation where I was like, he's seeing it on all my socials nonstop. I didn't really hear anything about the clip that they put in the Chicago thing. I did think it was presented a little bit weird. They were like edited it with like fucking weird music and shit. Like I'm the fucking Grim Reaper, as if. I mean, the idea that any of our podcasts have been like directly tied to any sort of violent action. That's my main thing that bothers me about this line of complaint is just that. Give me a specific example. Like, tell me something bad that happened because of this. Because for me, I keep interviewing all these rappers and asking them if they think that I should stop fucking having conversations about street shit. And absolutely none of them feel that way. I was welcomed in O Block. I'm welcomed in damn near every hood we ever try to pull up in LA. It doesn't feel like this is like a popular opinion, especially after I'm not trying to take the W for the Joe Budden situation, but it seemed pretty clear that everybody agreed that I was basically in the right on that line of questioning. And so then Andrew puts out his video or whatever, and then I didn't really like take it as being like some kind of beef thing or whatever. But then yesterday, after P&B Rock gets killed, and keep in mind this is somebody I'm friends with. I've been around him like fucking a bunch of times. Andrew goes on his fucking story and he posts this and then deletes it after. But he writes, "Which LA gang podcast is going to be the first one to monetize this?" So doesn't even give us a chance to, do anything inappropriate or say anything off color or whatever. And immediately, apparently, like he thinks that this is the kind of thing that we should be like thrown into, having not said anything or even weighed in any way. I'm literally like sitting in the fucking office, like sad as fuck about the fact that this dude that I have seen within the last year multiple times just lost his life. And like, I don't know. I just thought I understand why he deleted it, because to me that was super fucking weird, especially when you just had this like 2-hour conversation with me that anyone who's seen the conversation knows that like, yeah, there was that one part where he tried to question me about that shit, but it wasn't like a hostile vibe in the conversation at all. Like, I just thought that was super weird. And especially the fact that he'd be like texting me, like he sent me the link to his documentary. I'm fucking Saturday night, me and my girl are watching his documentary together and shit. I don't know what changed that he decided that we were worthy of this sort of venom.
You got to understand, certain people have their opinions on all y'all. You feel me?
That's what I'm saying, though. Like, where did this opinion come from when he just came and did the podcast and we had this very civil interaction? And if I were to show you my texts with him that were extremely civil up until, I mean, maybe the last time I talked to him a couple of weeks ago, I'm like, this is weird. Like, wouldn't you, if it was like that, like, wouldn't you say something to me rather than like basically trying to implicate me in monetizing somebody that I was friends with's death, which I did not do, for the record?
He is not the only person that feels that way.
Who gives a fuck? We're talking about him.
You know, no, I'm just saying in general where it's coming from. And the thing is too, is like, it's kind of like the Joe Budden situation. I don't think that everybody really watches all the, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, that much was obvious because none of them fucking claimed to have even watched this shit.
Exactly. Yeah. Now I can see like, you know, you're a white man in hip hop and you see certain titles. You are clickbaity when it comes to titles. I can see motherfuckers seeing that shit like, wait a minute, this is that. But like, if you really watch the context, like I can say like, when Crip Mac used to come up here all the time, you literally told him like, oh, we don't want you dissing no gang. We won't have you on the platform dissing gangs.
Okay, what you're talking about with the Crip Mac shit is the actual reality of the stuff that came out on this platform, which is that we never let Crip Mac diss his ops by name. We like avoided multiple conversations, and ultimately the reason why Crip Mac was basically told they needed to take a big old break from the podcast was that he broke the rules and insulted a gang member using gang slurs or whatever on the podcast. So it's like, that's the reality of the situation, is that we very much are going out of our way to, you know, present this shit in a respectful way and stuff. But then people repeatedly like want to make these kind of claims and say and make accusations that really like might be true if you're just paying attention to the thumbnail, but then when you actually watch the content, it's not really like that. And it was super weird to have Ish and Ice and Parks fucking basically saying that and then acknowledging in the same conversation that they haven't seen it. Because if anything, if you actually watch my content, I feel like I do like pretty much the most in-depth, personal, intimate fucking interviews with these types of people that anybody does, in my opinion. I can't really think a Vlad interview is much more, let's get the actual details of everything that's happened in your life step by step. And that often includes like, okay, you did this bit of jail for doing this, you did this and this. My conversations are not really like that. My conversations are much more just like all over the place, sprawling, talking about you as a person, which is, I think, why I have such good relationships with all these fucking gang members that people are trying to scorn me for. And it's like the fact that they're not mad about it, that the reaction of the populace when that Joe Budden conversation happened was very much like, this is good content. We want Adam to ask about the stuff that they actually talk about in their music, etc. And then to have people who acknowledge that they don't really watch the content, like somebody like Joe Budden, whatever, they're the ones getting mad about it, not the people that are actually being talked about.
These are not your nephews.
It's weird, bro.
Nah, but even with that, right? Like, I think before you were really into the street shit, it was a lot of shit that came across as insensitive, but you weren't being malicious with it. And
You're a white guy.
And I tell people that all the time. Everybody tell me, why you fuck with Adam like that? He be doing this, doing that. I'd be like, that nigga, sometimes he just white and he don't know what the fuck he talking about. You know what I'm saying? He's not being like, I ain't never, like, as long as I've been here, what, 3 years now? I ain't never heard Adam like, oh, this nigga just did this. Like, he better not be saying that nigga though. But he ain't never hit me like, hey, he did this. Let's reach out to him because he's doing that. We want to hear about him doing crime or getting into it with another gang member and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of motherfuckers, bro, that we done bought in these doors and these offices that probably wouldn't have got an interview if we wasn't in this into this shit anyway. But when
it's really some white savior shit. And
it is
not in Joe Budden's case, but that's really how I take it, because even like, I mean, they kind of showed their hand, and I hate to treat Andrew and the Joe Budden guys like they're the same fucking person, but they really kind of showed their hand when they're talking about FBG Cash, who's in his 30s, like a baby, like a child who's not intelligent enough to make his own decisions about what he's going to talk about in his music, what he's going to talk about in a podcast, etc. And the thing that pisses me off is that it's like every dude that you could talk about, every street rapper, is 1,000 times more, if they're gonna speak on street shit, if they're gonna speak on beat, they're 1,000 times more offensive in their music than they are in their interviews. And Ack made the point, he's dead
that.
right.
Yep.
He said Lil Durk has caused more violence with his music by 1,000% than any YouTuber has ever done with his music. And I mean, or with his interviews. And that's obvious when you just think about the fact that rappers' music is constantly used in court, and their interviews very, very rarely, because yes, you do have an AR-ab once in a while who's basically just telling on himself in interviews and saying crazy ass shit. But it's the exception to the norm. If you were to take every single Durk interview ever done and look at it, you're not going to really be able to find him saying shit about his ops, but then he'll get in a song and he'll make fun of King Yella for crying on the internet, and then that sparks all kinds of shit, you know?
But some people will say that why does a white man who has nothing to do with this gets to monetize off of that? And I feel that's where the disconnect comes from when it comes down to people, right? And I look at shit like, and I tell people all the time, is that, all right, you could say that on one hand, but you got to look at the other end too, is like the people that Adam hires are people that come from the inner cities. You know what I'm saying? People that,
Look at Josh. No parts of this relationship are non-consensual.
No,
you know?
it's not at all.
Every single person that I do an interview wants to do the interview. Every single person knows that if I say anything that they want removed, that they can just ask me to remove it, and that I'll do so.
And you know what you're getting yourself into. When you go to Vlad, when you come to Adam, when you come to anybody.
The reality is that my fucking inboxes on all social media are flooded with people dying to come on this podcast. And people don't mind having to try to, you know, for the most part, I mean, you get the vibe. Like, there's a lot of rappers who I know are on some crazy ass street shit, and I also know that if I even mention it, they're just not going to say anything. So it's totally pointless to bring it up.
Yeah, I think like the only thing that somebody tied you to, and you wasn't even tied to it, they were saying that people got locked up in Watts over the interview. But that was like, if
don't make me explain that one again.
No, but like I'm saying, like even if you went down there, like I was there. It wasn't no real drugs going on. It wasn't nothing like that happening. So to say that, you know, you implemented that and got people locked up, and I'm like, that's the only thing that you can bring up.
That was their idea.
You know what I mean?
I should have not blurred out the fake crack. Because
it was fake for sure.
If I had not blurred the fake crack out, then people would have been able to zoom in and realize that they were fucking fake cooking crack with some candle wax.
Yeah, and I was there. That shit there. Yeah.
Whatever. But even that would be a specific accusation, and that's what bothers me, is that when I'm getting
nobody
shit for
hitting
this,
you with that.
Nobody hits, and they do the same exact thing to Ack. They say, "Oh, the war in Chirac was terrible." Okay, watch some war in Chirac videos and find me the thing that academics said that you think caused violence in O Block. Because I think that if you're going to make as serious a claim as saying you have blood on your hands, that you should fucking tune in. Because from my perspective, there's a reason why all those rappers fuck with Ack, and they all want to do content with Ack, and Durk is cool with Ack, and Durk dissed Vlad. He never dissed Ack. I don't know, but I'm just saying, like, give me something meaty, give me something to dig into of like, this was fucked up. I don't think it's really out there. I think if you were to watch every single War in Chirac video, that you would be kind of disappointed in what you found.
And then it's a lot of shit. Like, you know, I've been in interviews with you when somebody says something that I know that you knew nothing completely about, and you try to dig in. I'm like, Adam, chill. Like, nigga, you don't want to go there.
Leave that shit alone.
Like, leave that shit alone. And that's what I'm saying. It's just a lack of knowledge with a lot of stuff. And, you know, even like Flacco now, I told Flacco, I said, damn, like, you starting to understand more. He's like, I understand, because this shit is this now, and there's layers to this shit now, and it's not just as cut and dry as people make the shit seem. But I can't say that you.
And I look at every other fucking interviewer, not every other interview, but I look at a lot of interviewers, and it's like they do the whole interview and they just acknowledge what the dude's gang's enemies are, and they're just like, so I'm going to do a Cam Capone. So it says here that your hood has beef with the Hoovers.
See, that's being messy.
I did that whole Tunchi 5 interview, and he's saying, fuck them guys, fuck the other side, whatever. If he had said fuck blank and he said some sort of gang slur,
we're gonna put it out.
I'm gonna edit it out. Like, I'm not trying to inflame tensions in the street at all. And I think that when you actually look at our content, it's pretty clear. When you look at the leash that we had Crip Mac on, where he basically wasn't allowed to say shit that he was saying on his fucking social media. He was pulling up to the enemy's Popeyes, banging on the employee who has no idea what's going on.
Let me ask you, and people gonna ask you, are you intrigued by gang culture?
Of course.
Why though?
Well, I'm a rap fan, and it's a pretty integral part of rap culture, really. I mean, if you were to not acknowledge the streets and acknowledge gangs, then you would basically like not really understand rap, at least a large percentage of rap. For sure, the shit that I'm into. Yeah,
and then it's like, I mean, for the most part, you know, when you picking these guys that you want to interview, are you picking them because of their street beefs, or are you picking them because you think that their music is dope, or like what's the criteria?
I think I could go either way because, I mean, look at somebody like Charleston White. Clearly, you don't have to be a rapper or an actor or whatever. Like, you know, like Bandman Kevo is like somebody who goes on interviews, gets millions of views. People ain't talking about his music like that. He's just lit.
I've never heard one song from him.
I have heard his songs. It's fine. Like, you know, he does his thing musically too, but it's not why he's famous, right? Like, there's a lot of people that are just famous for their personalities. So with the Tunchi 5 situation, even people saying, oh, he don't have that many views, whatever. Well, number one, he has videos with like 600K million views, etc. So it's not like he's nobody.
That's good criteria to
but
get
then
interviewed.
at the same time, it's like, what did Crip Mac have on fucking YouTube before I interviewed him? Like damn near nothing. He had a few people that like uploaded little clips of him talking shit on Instagram and shit.
I've seen, and you haven't like said their name, but I've seen some of the biggest artists in the game like hit up Adam and be like, Crip Mac's a star, and I fuck with him over these.
Actually, literally the biggest rappers
the biggest,
in the game.
the biggest rappers in the game for sure.
I have never heard Kendrick's opinion, but I'm going to assume it's positive.
Yeah, you can name the 5 biggest rappers you know, and they're on that list. And I've like, yeah.
Still, the trippiest thing was that I walked into a room that Whack 100 invited me to Nick Cannon's lair.
And Akon.
I walk in, and all of a sudden I'm having a conversation with Akon and Nick Cannon and Whack about Crip Mac. I'm like, this is great. I wish I could just pull out my phone and record this, but I don't want to kill the vibe.
You would have definitely killed the vibe.
I gotta hit up Akon again. Where Akon at?
I want to know what he's up to.
I want to just.
He
chill
making
with Akon.
he's. I don't know if he's. I know it's gonna take a long time, but he building like his own Wakanda.
How much
in Africa
involvement
right now?
But they're not gonna have powers.
Can we go?
No, they got powers.
But everything besides the powers.
I would love to go.
Will there be a waterfall?
Probably a really nice one.
Honestly, it would be really hard to make a waterfall if there wasn't already a waterfall.
Why?
I mean, you need like 2 separate elevation levels for the water to even fall.
Yeah.
You ever seen how like they keep the sand in Dubai? I mean, like the turf and stuff. Like it's like impossible to do it, but they have like a procedure of how they do
keep
shit.
the sand in
I mean, not
Dubai?
the sand, but I'm like the turf, like the grass and stuff.
No, huh?
Yeah, it's crazy. You gotta watch. I'm seeing.
I was thinking of going all fake on our grass. We got some like weird, like semi-fake grass. Like it's like real grass, but it's like a mesh net or something. And they put it in, it's supposed to start growing. Then the fucking heat wave hits. Our grass looks fucked. I'm like, why the fuck did I spend this much money on this fake fucking? I mean, it's real grass, but it looks like shit now.
Damn.
Yeah.
The heat fucked your shit over?
Yeah, it's like the fucking, it's just burning a hole in the fucking ground.
Burnt your whole fucking shit up?
Yeah.
Burnt the hole in
100%.
your pockets. That's what it did.
Oh God, I'm looking right here. Do I have any other topics? Vlad versus the world we did. Oh, did you see what Jimmy Kimmel did?
Yeah,
So, what's her name? Quinta?
from Abbott Elementary.
I don't know anything about her, but she's an actress, right?
Yeah, but she's a dope writer.
Okay.
You know what I mean too. Like she's dope.
Very talented young black woman. I don't know anything about her. She seems great.
She was in like a very popular meme too.
Oh, really?
I'm trying to
Popular meme?
Like yeah, hell yeah.
She gets on stage. The award is presented to her by Jimmy Kimmel. And Jimmy Kimmel, I didn't see the footage of the joke, but he basically makes a joke in which he pretends to faint and collapse on the stage.
He's just on the floor while she's accepting her award.
What was the joke though? Was it like, "Oh, you're so great that I'm going to faint," and that's the funny part?
I think that he was trying to be funny, but it's like you took the shine away from her getting this
that
award.
is weak.
It is weird. I've never seen that joke made before. I mean, sometimes
and a black woman at that who this show is like booming.
what the fuck?
Sorry. That was mine.
Is this it? What the fuck? This piece of shit. Episode almost 200. Still can't turn the phone noises off.
Damn, it's almost 200.
Yeah, I got like 40 more or some shit, but like a year away.
I'm about to say that's a long time.
But I mean, it's a very weird joke to make in the first place. If I was Jimmy Kimmel and you exist in Hollywood, which, you know, is the most fucking woke place on earth, and you know that everybody is looking to find fault in you as a white man because you know that you are here because of privilege and you didn't earn your way into this and you need to be replaced by a trans Muslim woman. Instead, he passes out on stage and holds the joke for, I don't know, like a minute, 2 minutes, however long before she's giving this speech. She looked a little like weird about it, but it's kind of like once he commits to the joke and he's laying there while she speaks for like 5-10 seconds, even if it starts going through your head like, this is dumb, this is inappropriate, you kind of got to stick to the joke, because if you scamper up and crawl away, that's fucking weird. I think.
But it takes shine away. Like this is a woman getting her first fucking Emmy.
Right.
And like, imagine all through history when they talk about this shit. Oh, remember Jimmy Kimmel did this, and like, nah, that takes away from
It's kind of
the whole
perfect
thing.
because it kind of, I mean, kind of paints the picture perfectly of like, look at what pieces of shit white heterosexual men are, and look at what she has to deal with. It's like it kind of embraces it affirms the narrative that
I don't think
basically
she tripping though. She
wasn't
had like a
stoked.
little conference about it, and she was like, "I'm not mad right now.
But
Maybe
she-
I'll be mad in the morning."
She can't like acknowledge that she's pissed off about it, which is fucked up. That's the fucked up thing, is that in this fucking industry, in this world, as a black woman, if you want to act mad, and really honestly, Gina, like talking about having dealt with this herself, that really kind of like showed me how real that is when she was having the conversation. She was kind of arguing with Eliza backstage, Sharp's up in it and stuff. I start filming. She immediately shuts
Messy.
down. I'm messy. But she knows.
That was, man.
I mean,
messy.
hey, we're all characters on the show. I'm sorry I turned the fucking camera on. There's 4 cameras pointing at us right now. We're backstage at a live podcast. I didn't think that much of it. But if she trips out on Eliza, even if she's in the right, she knows what she's going to look like. And it's not
She's gonna look like an
necessarily
angry
what she
black
wants to
woman.
look like, because she's trying to present herself as tough, professional. You know, you really got to put up with a lot of bullshit as a girl and not really raise too much of a commotion, because you just know that the standard that you're being held to is so much higher.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I feel for her, because she's basically in a position where she's not allowed to be mad, even if she pretty much deserves to be mad, you know?
And bro, like, she's the writer of her television show.
Yeah.
She got the Emmy for that. She acts in it, so it's like it's a big ass moment, man.
It's not often that you could do something that will anger every single black woman on earth. But when I searched Jimmy Kimmel's name on Twitter, and I really feel like that's pretty much what happened. Like, every black chick on earth is just like, Jimmy Kimmel, we thought you were okay, or we really probably weren't thinking about you, and now we do not like
Jimmy
you.
be all right. I don't think he did that shit like on some
Yeah.
race shit.
It's
but
not so bad. It's not the kind of thing that people will be talking about still in like a month. But it is definitely the kind of thing where you are going to get fucking destroyed on Twitter for the next couple of days. Yeah.
True.
Anyway, that seems good, right?
I fuck with it.
I think this is good.
Somebody's playing
We back.
music over there. We bike.
We bike.
We bike.
Man, wait. Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to talk about fucking Adam almost tried to take me off the live show.
Woo!
He did.
I inquired about if you were serious about doing it, because we just really
No, of
did
course.
not want to end up in a
But it is-
situation in which you weren't
No, I
showing up at the last minute when we already bought tickets and stuff.
No, I
I said, yo,
understand.
And you're going through a lot right now, so it's like it ain't too far fetched to be like.
No, honestly,
Yeah.
bro. Listen, like honestly, you've been really fucking like
Good.
patient. You've been really patient and really like fucking thoughtful and all that shit. So I really appreciate you, my brother.
Appreciate it.
And no, I really am looking forward to this. So that's why I wanted to just make
Right.
sure that no, I'm gonna be
Oh,
there.
it's gonna be fun.
Josh,
gonna-
take us off the screen entirely. Let's just have them hear our audio for a moment while we play this.
This the
Jimmy.
promo?
This is the
Oh, shit,
promo.
let's watch it.
let's
Wait, we still got like we have like almost no tickets left, but we still have a promo.
Man,
So
sell that shit out. Let's
head on
go.
over to nojumper.com. We're going to Boston and New York on the 27th and what, the 29th?
No, it's
28th?
27,
Which
28.
one?
27th, 28th.
Which one you guys
27th,
think is gonna be
28th.
crazier, New York or Boston?
New York. I like New
Shit.
York.
Probably all the New Hampshire hicks that show up in
Oh,
Boston.
shit,
Oh,
they're gonna
that's a little closer for them. Play this shit.
Head on over to nojumper.com and cop tickets for our
this is
live
hard.
version of this podcast. New
Whoa.
York City, September 27th. and
Somebody did
Boston,
acid and made this?
September 28th.
Shout out
We are
Kelvin.
forming-
Shout out
Kelvin,
Kelvin doing
Kelvin.
acid.
Kelvin, you snapped on
LA
me.
shows a great
I'm proud of you,
time.
Kelvin.
Pot Lord. Millionaire. Look at me. My loyal rope gang. My
That
goal?
shit was lit. Hey,
Hey.
nigga, that
Damn.
shit was so fun.
That was fun.
I realized that watching that I was a lot skinnier there than I was before I started dieting again.
Why are you so?
I must have got
you're
real
always
fat
so
there at
worried
some
about your
point.
fucking
Go
weight,
ahead,
bro.
fat shame yourself, embrace it.
Yeah, I know. And sometimes I'll be fat shaming myself.
Eat a burger after
and
this.
people will be
Yeah.
like, dude, like, you're not that fat. What are you talking about? And I'll be like, oh, well,
Bro.
that's how I feel. So fuck you.
Speaking of eating burgers, Whoever the fuck made those burgers the last time I was here, oh my god,
They was fire.
that shit was delicious.
Sucks they were sitting out for 2 hours before we got
I
them.
know, right? But
No shame in my game.
I didn't
I
give
ate
a
them
fuck.
anyway.
I didn't
Starve
give
it
a
down.
fuck. I didn't give a fuck. I warmed that shit
They
up.
just kind of biffed the.
I didn't warm that shit
landing
up.
there.
Slide it. Nope.
You know, I literally ate 2 beef patties with cheese on it and
Yeah.
like a handful of French fries, just raw, no bun or anything, and it was like it'd been sitting there for 2 hours. I definitely did not
Wow,
get the best impression of
Yours was like protein style or some shit.
it. Was
like that?
supposed to be, and then I get out there and it was looking a little moldy.
And,
but
and shout out to Firebird
Looking
Chicken.
moldy.
There's a YouTuber who made a YouTube said that we don't pay people to feed us.
how often is that true? How often do you pay on?
Well, Firebird would tell you that's my guy. Shout out to Firebird Chicken. He said by him, you know what I'm saying, fucking with us as a platform, his sales didn't win. So
Yeah, people act like we just like fucking sitting around begging for shit for free.
Yeah,
like,
we do.
nigga,
But okay, this is the thing: is that
sometimes
you ever go
Complex
out to
con,
eat,
yeah.
you ever go out to eat with somebody who has like
oh, this year.
you ever go out to eat with somebody who has the expense account? Like they work for like a
Yeah,
big company or
exactly.
whatever, and they're like, no, like I'll pay for dinner. Like I
If
put it on the
Duno-
expense account. Don't ever do that with my fucking business. Don't ever be like, oh yeah, I'll pay for everybody. It's on No Jumper. Make sure that they like get in there and they pay part of it too.
do know if you're watching this, answer your fucking phone. We've been trying to film some more We Hungries. We cannot do it because this nigga do not answer his phone.
Listen, this is
He's
what
like
I
me?
want. This is what
Yes.
I want. If anyone is watching who is a personal trainer or involved
Yes,
in
please.
the exercise shit at all, I was supposed to do a video where me, Poetic Chungus, and Duno go out and we fucking do a workout together. Realistically, my trainer is just too booked up. You can't do it. So I'm looking for somebody who wants to do some content in which me, Duno, and Poetic Chungus all try to
I'm
get
coming
fit.
too.
You
I'm
should
fat.
come too. You've been getting fat too.
Bro,
They will find the worst moment of you on the fucking podcast and post it in the Reddit and be like, look at AD's getting morbidly obese. Like,
Like, bro, get
I'm,
off the.
I'm making more money.
Exactly.
hey, what about this?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
The TV
Nah, we should go. We should go to the boxing gym. All of us.
Let's do
They'll
it.
let you do it.
Oh,
Shout out to 818 Boxing. I've been on that shit heavy.
Man, you hear
I need a diet moto.
we gotta spar up with each other.
I have not fully
Fuck
looked
you
at
up.
you're dead. You're gonna get knocked over like a
By who?
fucking like,
By you?
by everybody, realistically, probably. You're gonna show up and box in a cart. We can have somebody else in a cart to box you.
I'm gonna take the chance of firing at him. Sorry, bro.
That's what
No, I'm not looking. We should definitely do that. We should, but I just want to do like fucking some workout vlogs in general. Like I see Duno. Why is Duno working out at 2:30 in the morning?
Hey,
he said.
shout out to
That's fine.
Duno because he's really pushing it.
Like, what time do you normally
He
go to
doing- he
bed?
doing
I don't
his
feel
thing.
like it's like a great idea to work out like the last hour before you go to bed. Like
Why
work
not?
out. And
He
then
got that
immediately go to bed.
dedication. He relentless right now.
I mean, it's just like you're doing something that's making your heart rate go super fucking high, and then you're about to go to bed. It's like that's definitely like the worst
you
time
do
to
too.
work
You
out.
be jacking off.
Yeah.
That make your heart rate go up.
You just need somebody to tell you when your jokes suck. Please, just don't ever make that joke again. Like, oh,
Am I lying though?
give me over here. You're still chasing it. Josh, I need a soundboard that's just one sound effect. That's just
Don't give me the soundboard back again.
and then maybe another one. Not funny. All right. Well, we made it almost through the whole podcast without me yelling at AD. But
Dick Rider.
Oh,
Dick
my
Rider.
God.
Dick Rider. Dick Rider. Dick Rider. Everybody. Dick Rider.
I'm trying to get my dick road in New York and in Boston.
Oh, you looking for?
Put out a Craigslist ad.
We trying to do features and shit. You trying to?
Try to bust one.
I think I should start selling features.
You just said
You
niggas?
could.
Features.
Oh.
I'm gonna say those.
I'm not a founding father. Birkenstocks. There you go. Anyway, No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Check us out on YouTube, TikTok. We don't normally do the outro on here. Patreon, Instagram,
I know. We just
OnlyFans,
Only
onlyplugtalk.com. You want to go see me fuck Kylie Rocket?
who the fuck is that?
She bad.
Why you want to see her pop on Chrome ass?
Also on my girl's OnlyFans.
Where's Chrome at?
Subscribe and then DM her and say Chrome.
You down to munch Chrome ass? Keep it G.
that
I
a
don't
munch,
know.
Keep it G.
ate it for lunch.
After Adam
bro.
cremated.
A,
all
you've already
over-
fucked so many girls that I've fucked, and
That's not
B,
true.
you basically fuck homeless meth heads in Skid Row. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you.